A very good, what is it today? Today's Thursday morning to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage, live right here at Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, presented by Play Alberta. Thank you to everyone for tuning in across our audio streams at edmontonsportstalk.com. Tune in, iHeartRadio. For those watching on YouTube and listening to podcasts, wherever you get your podcast, we greatly appreciate it. Matt Iwanyk with you here today, and they haven't seen enough of each other throughout the year, so I figured let's bring them together right before the summer. We've got the play-by-play crew of your Edmonton Oil Kings, Matt Barrett from the Edmonton Oil Kings, and Guy Flaming, also of the Pipeline Show. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for coming in. How are you guys today?
Wonderful.
Yeah, doing good. Thanks, Matty.
That's good. I like your shirt. I believe that is a Star Wars reference.
You believe, man. Yes, it is.
I've only seen them once, and my girlfriend got me to watch them. Well, we made a deal about a year ago or so. Maybe it was 2 years ago now.
What's the deal?
We've made a couple deals since, but it was I had to watch all six or the first six of Star Wars.
The original six, kind of.
The original six. She has to watch the Godfathers, the three Godfathers.
Oh.
Okay.
So I thought that was a fair deal.
It was like a win for her. She only has to watch 3 movies.
They're longer.
It's true. Well, those Star Wars movies are pretty long, too.
They're actually not as long as I thought that they would be. A couple of them are only a little over 2 hours.
Yeah.
The first 2 Godfather movies are awesome, though. I mean,
Yeah.
She's gonna like fall in love once. We haven't done that.
you haven't done it yet.
No, I've said we have to. Well, because Star Wars, like, because they're a little shorter. It was easy to just throw one of those on.
Right.
You got to be ready for Godfather. Like, because it's like I don't really want to do the. We'll have to if we have to. We'll have to. But I don't want to do the like, okay, let's stop and pick it up tomorrow type thing. Like, it's.
Right.
I want to finish the Godfather.
Yeah.
She has to watch season 4 of The Simpsons because she's never fully watched The Simpsons. I have to watch Rogue One, which I've yet to watch.
Oh, that's great.
Geez.
Rogue One's great.
That's what everyone says.
It's
Like it might be the best of them all.
definitely of the spin-off sequel kind of deals.
Things, yeah.
Like I mean, the first 3 because we all saw them when we were little, except maybe you.
No, I saw the original Star Wars when I was young, too. My dad and I would watch them, and yeah.
I mean, it's more for nostalgia. They stand out. And episode 3 was good because stuff finally starts happening. But Rogue One's great. It's a nice bridge to link them all together.
And then I have to
good.
watch the first season of Andor, I think. Is that the one we
Why
agreed
just
on?
the first season?
Well, because I'm not going to commit for the multiple seasons.
Hey, smart man there.
It's only 2 seasons.
Yeah, but we'll see how it is. And then
That leads up to Rogue One.
And she has to watch 2 specific episodes of Euphoria that I think are great episodes.
2 specific episodes.
Euphoria is not a show for everyone.
Really? Okay. You are making her watch Euphoria.
Oh, I love the show.
How? Okay.
Well, season 3 was.
That's the most recent one?
It's the last one.
Right.
I love that show. I like those type of shows. I don't know, HBO too. Did you ever watch Euphoria?
No.
No, okay.
I did watch the first 2 seasons.
My audio stream's not going.
Oh.
Welcome to those on the audio stream. We're on now.
Okay. I did watch the first 2 seasons.
Of Euphoria?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's.
You're not joking right now. You watched Euphoria.
I did.
I would have never pictured you coming in today saying you've seen
Zendaya is
Euphoria.
great.
Isn't
Okay,
she?
so I'll
a
ask people,
fantastic-
do I need to watch it
fantastic
now?
actor.
Like, should I?
Well, it actually, you might enjoy it more than I did.
Okay.
I
You
think
don't
it's an
enjoy it
age
enough
thing.
to watch the second season.
Yeah. You know who I really liked was, I liked Coleman.
Dominic Coleman.
Gosh, now I'm blowing his name.
Yeah, I always mess that one up.
I screwed it up when I started to watch it because there was a single episode that was kind of like a bonus episode.
And that's
It's just hit Coleman Domingo. Him and Zendaya in a cafe for like the entire episode.
it's
Just
an amazing episode.
I was like, this is fantastic.
That's one of the episodes I wanted to watch.
Yes.
Because I think it is one of the better television episodes of television
I
that you could
agree.
have.
Wow.
So I accidentally watched that before anything else from that. And I think that was a bridge between season 1 and 2.
It was COVID, so they got a couple of bonus episodes in there, and so it's like it makes sense too because COVID they had just 2 people in a diner with a couple like it was probably very
But it was great.
simpler to film, and it didn't ruin any season 1 or like it's just a nice standalone.
Yeah.
That is, and then season 2 when Zendaya, her character Rue, is just going all around town. She won an Emmy for it. That episode is the other one I'm getting her to watch.
Yeah.
I just went to picture that for you watching it. Like it's not for everybody. It's not a
Fair.
show I'm going to tell anyone because like Yeah, you gotta watch Euphoria. Zendaya's unbelievable in it.
She's great.
What was that? Dominic Coleman or
Coleman Domingo, I think is his name.
Coleman Domingo?
I think. Gosh.
Yes, Coleman
All right,
Domingo.
good. Whew.
Wow.
He was in Walking Dead.
Yeah,
Oh,
Fear the
okay,
Walking Dead.
okay.
Fear the Walking Dead. He's limited. Whenever he's on screen, it is excellent.
Yeah, in that show, he's a scene stealer. I've seen him in other things where I got tired of him in Fear the Walking Dead. Maybe it was more his character that I got tired of, but anything else that I've seen him in, he's really good.
Angus's Cloud character, Fez, was great until he unfortunately passed in real life.
Yeah.
No, it was a fun show. So I honestly, if I was coming in today saying one of you was going to have watched the Euphoria and I had to pick which one, I would have got that one wrong.
But it's a little over the top. I'm like, if this is actual close to representation of high school life in California, I'm like, oh my God, what a nightmare. Like, it seems very excessive.
Yeah. But also, I think like there's an embellishment to it, but there's also a truth to some of the like drug addiction and how hard it is to get out that. Zendaya played that character so extremely well.
Yeah.
Do you have plans to watch season 3?
I have a couple episodes in. It's not grabbing me.
It's one. Finish it.
How many episodes is it? I think I've watched 2 or 3.
I think it's 8.
Okay.
And the last one's like a mini movie. It's 90 minutes long.
Oh,
But I will say,
You recommend it. Okay.
no, I'm not recommending Key. If you finish if you've done it, you might as well finish it.
Yeah, I guess.
I will say, if you're enjoying Coleman Domingos,
Yeah.
his character, I think his best performance in the series is in the last episode.
Oh, okay. Great.
So, and they actually do a very nice, like, they have those beginning in cold openings with different characters. They do one for him, third or second last episode.
Okay.
So it's kind of worth it.
All right.
But yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the diner scene because that's one of the 2 episodes that I'm like, I want to watch. So
Not just
I
a
get
scene, it's the
Andor.
whole episode.
Yeah, it's excellent. Again, don't.
okay.
I think you watch the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
If it's got you, you'll enjoy season 1. If it doesn't, you're good.
Okay.
Put Sydney Sweeney on the map, right? Is like that. Her
Yeah, that
big
was like
thing?
her like
That and Hollywood Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That where she got her start.
And White Lotus.
Well, that's
She
after
was
this.
season 1 in Euphoria. Season 1, I think season 1 Euphoria came out, then season 1 of White Lotus. Pretty
Yeah,
quick.
White Lotus was after that. She was already big at that point.
Was she?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that part.
big. I shouldn't say big when I'm talking about Sydney Sweeney.
We got what you meant there, Guy. We got
I
what
didn't
you meant
mean
there.
it that way.
No, we got it the way you meant it, but you're now
Famous.
making us think about the
Famous.
other reason.
Yeah.
even more famous. Yeah.
She was good in White Lotus. I actually enjoyed her more in season 2 of Euphoria because I think she played the going crazy very well.
That character's a train wreck, though.
Yeah.
But again, that's the job. She did it very well.
Wow.
You're right.
Yeah, a couple of those stars made it. Jacob Elordi, he blew up from that show.
That's right. Yeah.
And Zendaya's having a big year because Spider-Man is coming out. She had some other movie with Robert Pattinson. That one's come out. Dune's coming out. And Odyssey's coming out.
Yeah.
She's in that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a superstar. Yeah.
Well,
She's the better one in the family between her and her husband.
It's
are they
like, did
married?
you guys ever see
Yes.
that?
they got married?
They came out and said that they got married.
Okay.
Why am I blanking out his name? SNL guy. He's married to Scarlett Johansson.
Colin Jost.
Colin Jost.
Jost.
Have you seen like the clip of him on the Kelsey Brothers podcast?
No.
Where Travis asked him, he's like, what's it like being the second most famous person in your marriage? Stuff. And he's like, it's great. He's like, because people are like, oh, like you look like to his wife, like you look like Scarlett Johansson, as he's got like her passport. It's like, no, that's like they're basically like, no, there's no way this guy is.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, Travis Kelsey would know.
Exactly.
What did you see the latest on them?
No, I can't say
Blocking
I'm up to
roads
date.
in New York or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, Guy. You've
do what?
surprised me already once today, so I don't know if you're fully in on these things. Apparently, they've submitted a permit to block roads around MSG around
Yeah.
July 1st through the 4th or something like that. Nothing like right during Independence Day on 250 of America, because they're going to get married at MSG.
Seriously?
That's the reports. Like you could go to some like
tickets?
exotic, you could go to some like exotic island and do this away where you don't bother regular people. Like you're going to shut down part of New York for your wedding. That's going to get New Yorkers to love you.
Yeah, that's a little excessive, I'd say.
Like, honestly, would they sell tickets or something? You're going to have a wedding with like 20,000 people there?
There's no way.
I don't know.
And the floor?
Unless
Probably more than
she,
that.
like maybe turns into a concert. She starts singing. Maybe they're using her stage setup for this.
Holy cow.
They're going to film it
man.
and make an Apple Plus, Disney Plus type documentary coming out of this. And I
That wouldn't surprise me if there's some sort of like doc to come out of it.
It'll be
yeah.
live.
absolutely.
You'll go to the theater and watch it live.
They're gonna just live stream in every market.
But yeah, again, New Yorkers, what they love is to be disrupted.
Yeah, yeah.
And for all the reasons,
Would there
a
not be
wedding.
soccer games going on in New York at the time too? Like, doesn't MetLife or whatever they're calling that stadium?
Well, they are in New Jersey, so.
Taylor Swift's bigger than soccer now, isn't she?
Well, there was that one thing, who would be bigger, her or Lionel Messi?
Oh, her right now.
I don't know. Lionel Messi's massive.
He's not that tall, is he?
I think he's only like 5'7".
And that's it for Geek today. Hey,
That's my soccer/football contribution for the day.
let me take a look. They have something on July 5th, so thankfully it all closes
there
up.
You go. Yeah.
They do not have anything.
They may not have
Prior.
anything past the group stage then.
No, round of 32, they don't have anything. Round of 16, they have.
Oh.
And then they do the final.
Oh, MetLife's doing the final.
Yeah.
Oh. Did not know that.
We're going to look like crap. This massive parking lot.
Yeah, I thought at LA, like you would think like SoFi or something.
The only thing is it's kickoff time. So I want to say
fair.
kickoff's going to be one mountain, which would have been noon Pacific. Because you want the global audience. You want to get that as best. And LH is probably a little too early for that.
It's fair, yeah.
That's the only thing I think that kept it away from SoFi.
Yeah,
Because that's a
does
beautiful
make
looking
sense,
stadium.
yeah.
I really want to get the SoFi Stadium.
Where is that?
LA, Inglewood.
Who plays
Inglewood?
there?
Rams, Chargers.
Are the Dodgers there or no?
No, they're at Dodger Stadium.
I don't think there's any teams.
There was a WrestleMania there a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah?
It's where Canada's going to play South Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
I assume there'll be a lot of Canadians getting down there.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've already seen because I'm just looking like the amount of people asking for tickets, or there's actually like there's a fair amount of Canadians in like the California area. They're like, I live in this area. I'd love to go support the team and all of that stuff. So there'll be a lot that I think get there. It'll be an interesting matchup, us versus South Africa. But like SoFi is the standard now of like what you could do with a stadium.
Okay.
Everyone looks to SoFi and goes, how do we do that without, spending $4 billion like they spent?
I'm interested to see what like Nashville does with their stadium now when they build that one for the Titans. Like,
Well, it's
that'll
being
be-
built.
Yeah.
It doesn't look
done?
that great.
No?
Well, it looks more standard.
No. Well, that's unfortunate.
Are you a big Titans fan?
No, but I just like, I do want to go to Nashville at some point. That's on my bucket list of places to go. So like, if there's a cool stadium, great. Like I know they don't have a baseball team yet, but
That'll be coming.
oh, for sure.
When baseball expands.
Yeah. Las Vegas and Nashville feel
Well, Las Vegas is going.
for sure. Yeah.
So
I guess
Nashville
they'll
will
have the
go.
A's, so that doesn't really count as expansion. Yeah.
Yeah, so Nashville will get, and I can't remember where the other one would go.
There was talk about
Portland?
Portland. There's always talk about like Raleigh, isn't there? Sometimes a little bit.
Yes, that's what. Yep. Or Charlotte.
They're never going to go back to Montreal.
That's there, but I think actually with Vancouver,
Vancouver would make
there's
a lot of
legit
sense.
bids and legit interest with real money apparently coming out of Vancouver to put a team in Vancouver.
And the Vancouver Canadians
Great.
are huge out there
Yeah.
in the summer.
Great.
Yeah.
Would be much better for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as I would love the Montreal Expos, to get on a flight to go to Vancouver for a weekend series.
The thing is, like, tickets for Blue Jays games are more expensive, like, to go to Toronto. Like, I was looking at trying to go to San Diego in 2 weeks when the Blue Jays are in San Diego. And it would have been almost cheaper for me to go to San Diego to watch the games as opposed to going to Toronto, hotel, the whole shebang. Like,
That's why we need a team in Vancouver. I'll support Vancouver for that.
Yeah. like, I don't know. Like going to the States to go watch baseball games is so cheap. Tickets for most of those buildings are relatively inexpensive. You
Well,
go,
filling out 81 dates of the year.
well, exactly. Yeah.
Big stadiums.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how hockey it goes with what they're doing here. Going to be in Texas again with another team soon.
Yeah.
And they're on this path to 36 teams in the National Hockey League. And I'm curious if there's the talent to carry the league to 36. You know, we were at 30 not that long ago. And now we're adding, 120, 130 more jobs and more players to the league. And that also means for like the Edmonton Oilers in this championship window that they're in, a couple of expansion drafts coming.
Yeah.
That you got to be ready
Which may
for.
help them in terms of the money, depending on who they leave exposed.
That's true. You never know.
That's what, like, sometimes those expansion drafts are like a blessing for teams because you're getting money off the books. Yeah, you're not getting anything in return, but sometimes there's money coming off the books.
And those teams need that money, that money too. Some teams will be like, yeah, we'll take that extra guy that's overpaid by $2 million because
Got to get to the floor.
Yeah.
we got to get to that floor, which is going to be a big story, I think, in hockey moving forward because that
Maybe
cap
turns
is
into Will
shooting up.
Carlson or something, right?
Yeah.
Like,
It's funny seeing how the Vegas Golden Knights, what they accomplished and then what the Kraken have accomplished.
Yeah.
yeah,
And how the Kraken are still just,
they're just kind of like mid. Like they're just like they don't really have a path
no.
of a rebuild, but they don't really have a path to be competitive anytime soon.
No, and they don't really have like a superstar to.
No, like
On the
Shane
way.
Wright, Matty Beniers were supposed to be that. Beniers was looking to be that.
Yeah, what happened to him?
He may have more insight on that than I would.
No, I mean,
but-
I knew him as a collegiate player, but I don't see a lot of NHL games. So I thought he was okay for Seattle, but hasn't reached that star level. Shane Wright was just I don't know. You go back to that draft and Montreal dodged a bullet there. I mean, they did their homework, obviously, and made the right choice.
So that was a Slavkovsky draft, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Berkeley Catton hasn't, I mean, he was young, so give him a little bit of time maybe.
I
But
think there's more hope for him than
yeah.
Yeah, Beniers, his first full season
Yeah.
in 80 games, had 24 goals, 57 points. Has never reached that height.
Yeah.
Last year, 20 goals, 30 assists, 50 points, which is good. But that's 3 years
That's a 2C.
removed.
That's a 2C production.
Yeah, and you'd think if you're putting up 24 in year one,
Yeah.
there's a growth to a 30-point scorer or 30-goal scorer with, maybe 65 to 70 points. And
They've got a couple prospects, but
and they also had, they beat the Avs in that one playoff. So it's like, here's that expansion team magic that is coming.
Right.
And it's just never gone. But I think one thing, actually, if you go back and look at the two, the bigger things were more the hirings. Vegas got Gerard Gallant to be their head coach.
Yeah.
But then they hired some really good scouts.
yeah.
They hired other people's top scouts and all that. And Seattle went and got Ron Francis. And he hadn't done anything in Carolina, really.
Now look at Carolina.
Yeah. But Ron Francis isn't there anymore.
He
where's
just
he now?
left.
Done now, yeah.
But that was just this year.
At the start, though, wasn't it?
I thought
Didn't he leave this time last year or after the
was
draft
it a
last
year ago now?
I don't. Jeez, it could be wrong.
Well, who knows? Time just flies, Guy. He's a
is a
special
flat
advisor with the Penguins now.
Yeah.
April of this year, he announced he would step down after this season.
Oh. So just a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
All right. Am I wrong?
So yeah, it just wasn't going from out there, and then
They
you
signed-
have Kelly McCrimmon and George McPhee, who they've been there together
Yeah.
since the start of
since the
that, and
beginning.
they've built a machine that's
Kelly's always been aggressive. Like,
Oh, yeah.
not surprised to see him carry over to the NHL in the same way that he was with the Brandon Wheat Kings. They were always aggressive at the trade deadline and the drafts, and so I'm not surprised to see him do that. Although he drafted a lot with the Wheat Kings,
did.
and high and was always
drafted
getting,
well.
but he's always trading the draft picks with the Golden Knights. Like they're always moving their picks for impact players now. So a different tactic, but equally aggressive.
I just am curious what it looks like for the Vegas Golden Knights the day that their run ends.
Yeah.
But then they have no prospects or picks.
There will be some lean years.
And it's how quickly they get out of those lean years, because when those days hit, it's going to be tough to get out of.
Because the fans are invested right now.
Oh, yeah.
Are they going to be in, when they're winning 32 games or something, right? Like,
yeah. Everybody likes a winner, but do you stick with them? Do the fans stick when times get tough? Yeah. In that market.
It does feel like they've built a nice base of Golden Knights fans that's theirs. The Raiders are not theirs. The Athletics are not theirs.
Sure.
But it's easy to say that when you're winning.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? And they're supposed to be getting NBA. That's going to be happening in the next 5 years or so.
They've already got a WNBA team that seems to be like
solid.
Yeah.
I'm sure they don't have MLS. Oh, they might get MLS. They might take Vancouver's team.
Oh,
the Whitecaps?
Yeah. It's a lot of issues with that one.
That's what I've heard.
The league's trying to push the Whitecaps to Vegas, but they have a great history in Vancouver, great support. But they are saying they need a new stadium and they need a new facility, when it's also the one facility you're playing in is hosting World Cup matches right now, so it's good enough in some ways.
Yeah.
Probably good enough for you, MLS.
Yeah.
So it's the politicking and stuff. I'm getting the not to the same extent, because it was a little different, but the Trappers leaving Edmonton, where it was the league just didn't want to be in Canada anymore.
Right.
So it was kind of like, hey, sell this team because we don't want to be coming up there anymore.
Right.
And now look at what the Riverhawks are doing. It's unbelievable.
So much fun there.
Oh, I love it.
Back there on Canada Day.
Are you going?
Yeah. It's my
Nice.
wife's birthday, so it's kind of become tradition the last this might be year 4, where we go with all our brothers and sisters, and our parents might come. Actually, not this year, but so there's 10 or 12 of us that go and take in the game, the fireworks and all that.
Love it.
Good for you for buying those fireworks.
Yeah.
So really making it a show for your wife.
I call that in. I was like, hey, it's my wife's birthday. Can we do something special?
Just throw in a couple of extra bucks to get a few extra fireworks and all
Yeah.
that.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, they do an amazing job. I went to the home opener.
Yeah.
And it poured for a good 45 minutes before first pitch. Right before first pitch, the skies opened. And but the amount of people that stuck around throughout the delay and watched the game was unbelievable.
Yeah.
They're committed. I've got 2 Riverhawks jerseys now.
Which ones do you have? I just got the navy blue, or the light blue one.
I have the white pinstripe.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I bought that one as one of the replicas, and then at the home opener they were selling the game used jerseys from last year. So I got one of the navies
Nice.
for it was $30
Really?
for a game worn. It was
Sweet.
unbelievable. It was great. I was I had to. Can't afford not to, right?
Yeah. With deals like that, might as well have gotten 2. It's
There
funny.
was consideration.
It's funny though, because at that same time was the Elks preseason game. And it's people stuck around, people had a good time, but there was that little different vibe of people stayed away from the Elks because of the rain, but Riverhawks, people flocked to that one. And
And Remax Field is it's held up so amazingly well over the years too.
It's a great park.
I don't want to say I'm shocked at how it's aged over the years, but it's still it feels like there hasn't been much done to it. I know there's obviously been some freshening up of it, but it still looks.
Were you ever at John Ducey?
that's the little
No, that
kid
was a little bit before my time.
I don't fully remember it. I got a baseball from somebody, a player,
Right.
but that's all I remember from John Ducey.
Yeah, it was much smaller. The stadium, the way it is now, is fantastic. I think it's beautiful.
They did it over a winter, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that right?
Tore down Ducey and put up,
Really?
at the time, Telus Field. Yeah, I think they did it over a winter.
Wow. Yeah, no, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm a little concerned about the weather though for Wednesday, but I think
Have you seen a forecast?
I think the last I looked was scattered showers, but a high of 22, which was what we were told last year. And so we all brought
ponchos.
and raincoats and umbrellas, and then it was smoking hot it must have been like 28 degrees or something like that by the end of it.
Jeez.
And I'm sitting there in sweatpants and I'm just in it. Yeah, it was too hot.
Nothing a good beer bat can't fix.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did have one or two of those.
Yeah.
So John Ducey, it was demolished in 95
Yeah, that was
and replaced by Telus Field in the same location, and that opened in 95. What?
So they tore it down and put up the new one.
so was there just like
months?
one
Within
summer
a year.
without him or something?
I'm not trying to figure this all out.
Well, maybe you're right. Maybe they did it over the winter.
It almost seems like it's less than a winter. They did it over months.
Well, yeah, so 95, if they started in like January of 95, could they have just not had a season?
I don't know.
Or were there parts of it they kept?
Yeah, I was just going to say
Somebody's
that.
got to know a little better. And it says this part of Wikipedia, it says John Ducey was torn down in 95 and replaced by Telus Field built on the same location.
But did they like
And-
take it all down, or did they just basically renovate the heck out of it and add on?
They left home plate, like in the movie Benchwarmers, where they go into the field and he kicks off the dirt and there's like home plate, you build it around this.
It says Telus Field opened on May 2nd, 1995.
Wow.
So within like those months,
Construction was way different back in the 90s.
Somebody call Al Coates. He'd know.
Nah,
That's
no
crazy.
one's putting anything here. Come on, somebody has got to have a little bit more information on this one. Okay, I'll look it up later. Now we're looking up for a forecast for next week. 10 days.
Wednesday.
Let's take a look at this one. Ooh,
I think I saw like high at 22, 23 and mixed.
this one I see 16 right now.
That's a high?
That was the
Wednesday?
high. Let me check another
Shnikes.
one. I'm looking at like one of those, like Josh Clausen gave me this like models page.
Oh,
Not actual like weather models. I should clarify that one. Josh Clausen just gave me this thing on. Right now it's saying I've got like 16 degrees. Oh no, like 20. Well, I'm just the control is 15 degrees.
The hell does that mean?
They have like a wide range of things, so the control I think is kind of what they're guessing, between 14 and 20 degrees. That's not bad.
Sure.
if the rain stays away.
Yeah.
Rain. It kind of looks like the rain's going to stay away.
All right.
Well,
I'm holding it to that.
You do that. I will gladly say I'm wrong if I am wrong there.
Yeah.
What is this saying? You can go away. This is the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada Storage experts more than 2 decades helping Canadians through life transition. Canadian storage provider by Canadian, store Canadian. We do have the NHL Draft tomorrow. Do you guys
Yes.
get it? Do you get fully excited?
I do.
Yeah.
Yep. I always like the draft. It's more the drama around the draft. You got all the prognostications, all the mock drafts out there, and then it's just, well, how far off are guys and who nails it and where do people actually get selected? And of course, there's a number of Oil Kings who could get drafted this year. So there's that tie-in as well to make it interesting. I have always loved the draft.
yeah, it's always fun, like to see like guys, especially now in the position that guys like Guy and myself are in, where we get to see these players for 2-3 years before they get picked, and then say, like, oh, I remember watching him, 2 years ago at 15 or at 16 or something, right? That's where I like almost look at it now, is that I'm not almost looking at certain teams and what my team's taking. It's like, where are all these players that I've seen go? Where did all the dub guys go and things like that? That's what I look forward to.
Who would be the Oil Kings?
Ethan McKenzie will go at some point. He's the highest ranked of the bunch. KJ Sauer, who they signed after trading with Penticton, is kind of the next guy on the list, give or take.
I think Dylan Dean.
Dylan
goes
Dean's
before
up
him.
there as well, depending on which list you look at. Noah Tamu's there as well.
Yeah.
Lucas Sauch and Andrew O'Neill are a bit further down the list, but both a year removed from their first draft.
Parker Snell.
Parker Snell is the goaltender, and I personally think Parker Snell, different, obviously archetype of a netminder, but feels like the same sort of development path as maybe like a Dustin Wolf type of thing. Like somebody takes him late and takes the bet on him.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to be very pleased with what they get.
Yeah, I think he's pretty underrated from all the lists and rankings that I've seen out there. I've seen goaltenders that are slotted higher than he is, and I'm like, geez, I don't see that.
Yeah.
So I think Snell's underrated for sure.
Yeah. There's you could. So what? How many guys did I name? 7 guys, 7
Yeah.
guys. So there's a real chance that multiple of those guys go. So that's pretty exciting. That'll be most exciting on I think Saturday, when things start just like really going right. You almost like
Day
miss
6
picks,
speed
right?
draft,
Oh,
yeah.
it's crazy.
Who could get to the stage and hand in their pick the quickest on the Saturday?
So I'll sit there with my coffee and
Now it's
walk.
you're just doing it over the phone, right? So it should be even quicker.
I wonder if they have like a system like when you like do fantasy football or something.
There is,
And you just
there
click it
obviously
and you
must
click
be.
draft, or do you actually have to call it in?
Yeah.
I put auto draft on by accident. Shucks.
Yeah.
What is this draft like? It's like there's different years. What do you think? Like, is it overall, is it a good draft?
The sense I get is there's like 12, 13 guys who are really good. And then it completely is a crapshoot for the next 75 picks or so. And that the depth isn't the same as what it is most years. But you're always going to find some gems. And the draft is, I mean, it's a crapshoot to start with, but I think it's just one piece of it. Like, you could have the best scouts in the world, but if you don't develop worth beans,
Yes.
those guys aren't going to mature and get to play for you in the NHL. So the draft is just the start, man. You got to be able to develop these players too.
Yeah, that's a concern for a lot of teams.
From what I understand, there's a lot of really good defensemen early on in this draft too. Like obviously there's McKenna Stenberg, and then there's a lot of really good defensemen kind of to round out the top 10, it feels like, and a couple other forwards. So there's probably going to be a run on defensemen, I think, at some point. And it's just a matter of when, and teams are going to try and get their guy. And it might start at 2 with San Jose if they decide to go defenseman. But now they've got 9, so that's a...
And if they decide to keep 2.
Exactly. Right? There's all these trades over the last 2 days. Things have just like...
crazy.
Like, it's been a long time since we've seen a top 5 pick get moved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And maybe that's an indication of the quality of the class too. So there's teams willing to trade these picks for a reason.
Could be too, yeah.
or like so many teams are interested in jumping up that some of these teams are sitting there going, well, at least San Jose for 2 is going.
Yeah.
We'd be crazy not to take some of these. Like, we got Celebrini. We've had that high pick. We got 9 now. We'll still get a really good player at 9, but we could take a haul for number 2.
Yeah.
I've always been of the thought process of just take best player available, and you can
That's
figure
what
it
you're
out later.
supposed to do.
Right?
I mean,
and you can figure it out later.
most of these guys don't play for you right away
Exactly.
anyway. So your needs today might be different than a year or 2 from now.
Exactly.
So yes, take the best player available.
Yeah, like, so why are we like? Obviously, I get Vancouver talking about taking Malhotra, but is Malhotra going to be the 3rd best guy on the board at the time?
Yeah.
I don't know. You
Yeah.
take your best player, and when we talk about centers and wings and all that stuff, who cares? Take whoever is the best player on your board, because a center might play wing later. There's so many of those guys that get drafted as center, it doesn't turn out they're going to be a winger. You just take the best player, because then you can trade. How many prospects get traded throughout the year? Like, just take whoever is the top guy on your list, build an army, because then you can move guys to get other guys.
Until they're on your roster at the NHL level, they're all assets.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've already got a trade in NHL.
Today?
Yeah, it just happened.
Holy moly, what do we got?
Lay it on us.
Live reaction.
What? The Flyers?
Flyers have traded away Garnet Hathaway
Okay.
and a 6th this year
not
to
much.
the Panthers for a 4th and a 5th this year, a 4th next year, as well as the Flyers are retaining 50%
Okay, so they're just clearing out a body to make room for some of their
for Darnell Nurse.
awesome prospects coming up.
Wow.
For the acquisition of
I thought
Darnell
Hathaway was
Nurse.
UFA for some reason, but he's got 1 year left, 2 years left?
Nurse is a defenseman. Hathaway's a forward.
Yeah, but they're just clearing out the half the salary. And trading away his contract, keeping half.
I see.
I had seen that, like, someone was saying that Couturier for Nurse would be like a possibility.
Well, we'll see.
I don't know. We're both Flyers guys. Do you
Yeah.
want to see Nurse?
Are you
with the
Flyers guys?
I grew up
Yeah.
a Flyers fan, yeah.
No
Yeah,
way.
Yeah.
What made you a Flyers fan?
So I'm telling this story. This is as I work for the Edmonton Oilers. I do cheer for the Oilers. Obviously, I root for the Oilers to an extent.
Hey, everyone has it. You didn't work for the Oilers from birth.
I grew up since I was about maybe 10 or 11 as a Flyers fan. But obviously, as an Edmonton product, you still have a soft spot. But I was cheering for the Oilers, and Joffrey Lupul was my favorite player for the Oilers. and he got traded to the Flyers, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna start cheering for the Flyers.
So you follow Joffrey Lupul.
I did, yeah, a little bit. And then when he got traded to Toronto, I did not. So I just stayed with Philly because I kind of Broad Street Bullies. It was a lot of fun. So yeah.
Why are you a Flyers fan? I don't know if I've ever asked you.
Back in my day, when we only had 3 Canadian teams, and then the Oilers finally joined, and I lived in Cold Lake, so northeastern Alberta. All we got was Toronto or Montreal. And then when the Oilers came in, it was just overboard with the Oilers. And sure, you get on the bandwagon early. They won their first cup, and there was just so much. The Oilers are so great, awesome Oilers. And they were. I kind of got sick of it. And I think it was right around then when TSN started. And when they first came on, their whole thing was they weren't competing with CBC, so they were showing you games from other markets that we don't get to see. Oh. So then I saw a game from the Spectrum in Philadelphia, and I was like, those orange and white jerseys are sharp. They look great. And so I started liking them, and they had Pelle Lindbergh in net. He had that all-white mask. So I think since '84, they've been my team. And I had one buddy growing up that was a Flyers fan as well. We always had to go to this one location that we could find that would show games from there. Back on the old satellite TV where you had a monster satellite dish and outside and stuff.
I love driving by houses that still have those up.
Yeah. So that was why. And unfortunately, the Oilers beat them twice in the 80s in the final, and they've been to the final twice since then, and I haven't seen them win.
Soon enough, eventually.
Yeah.
Josh Clausen's also a Flyers fan. I know I looked at an empty seat.
He's here in spirit.
Josh right here. I know a few Flyer fans. It is.
There's a smattering of them like throughout.
Yeah.
But the commissioner of my fantasy football league, Kixie, he's a Forzask. He's a big Flyers fan and stuff.
But they're one of those teams that changes the jersey a little bit, but doesn't really
hold on to the
jersey.
The logo hasn't changed at all, right?
Yeah.
Outside of the year that it was their 50th year, they put the gold ring around it, and they did that 3D version that one year, which I didn't like.
Yeah, that one was weird.
But it's a good look.
Yeah, Bootski saying I've been a Flyers fan since I was 10.
Bootski's a smart guy. And very handsome, I'm told.
I also don't know how old he is. Since I was 10, it's... Is that long? Is that short? I'm just kidding, Abutski. But you guys, you got some draft picks.
Yeah. Well,
build an army.
One for next year and a fifth, you said, for this year?
Fourth? One was this year, one was next year. I think it was fifth this year, fourth next year.
And the sixth was this year as well? The sixth going to?
Yeah.
Yeah, sixth this year, number 181 to Florida. They get number 135 this year.
Move up.
Yeah.
With the fifth, but then they get a fourth next year. The Panthers are replacing AJ Greer basically because he was going to go to the market, or he's going to the market, so probably can't replace him.
Okay. Well, Hathaway's out. That clears the spot for Alex Bump, probably full time.
Probably, yeah. Interesting.
Take that.
Live reaction of trades here.
And at the same time, just holding on some cap space for Darnell Nurse.
We'll see.
Do you want Darnell Nurse?
No. I do think there is a hockey trade to be made for Darnell Nurse if that is going to be the case. I just don't know if it works for Philadelphia in particular.
If they're interested, apparently.
If Nurse was...
The Flyers or the Penguins are both interested.
When he first joined the league and he was like a hitting machine and tough and mean, I would take that. But he doesn't play that way anymore. I mean, I don't watch the Oilers a lot, but he doesn't seem to be that physically intimidating anymore. Is that off the mark?
No, I think you're on it. It seems like over the last couple of years, it's almost like he believes that that's not his game. It's to be just maybe, I don't know if more of an offensive defense or whatever, but not being that nasty guy. Yeah. Where it's like being that nasty guy, though,
that was his bread and butter.
Want.
Yes.
Like you are good at that.
And I don't mean fighting, but like just being scary.
Yeah, if you're going to go into the corners and Darnell Nurse is on that side of the ice, you know that you're in for possibly a very rough hit into the boards because Darnell's going to make you pay for it.
Yeah.
And it seems like the last couple of years he hasn't done that. Stoff is floating out there that it's going to be, I think he was something yesterday, about a $7 million forward is kind of the trade that there's talk of something like that.
There's a hockey trade to be made there, right? And I'll be interested to see what the return is and how it.
Well, yeah, all the insiders keep talking about
there is interest.
There's interest. That if you asked them about the market 6 months ago, they would have said the Oilers would have had to attach a lot to this to move out Darnell. But now there's actually interest, and the only question is, does it fit into the teams that he wants to go to?
Yeah.
Because if it ultimately doesn't, there's still that possibility. Darnell Nurse is an Edmonton Oiler next year, and DJ Smith has been doing some radio this week and some media with, I think, Jim Matheson and stuff, and he says he's very happy to be coaching Darnell Nurse. So there's a path to him still being an Edmonton Oiler next year.
Do they have a connection from their OHL days?
I think DJ Smith was with Team Canada.
Yeah,
somewhere.
World Championship.
Was it this year? I guess it would have had to been this year.
Yeah.
Because
remember
Darnell
where-
wouldn't have been.
I know Nurse was with the Sioux Greyhounds. I don't remember where the coach was.
He was with Windsor.
So he probably
for a
saw him
while.
a fair bit.
Same division.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much else coming from there. And then, where do we have? I'm not seeing anything for World Hockey Championships right away on his Wikipedia. But yeah, so it would have had to been this year though. So
Yeah.
maybe Darnell stays. Because that's the one thing is, even if it's a $7 million forward coming back for Darnell, is the Edmonton Oilers, you have to replace Darnell Nurse.
Yes, that's
the other part to
You
that.
still need a left-handed defenseman to try and, or you need
For a top four, the defenseman.
or you need an aggregate of
yes,
somebody
you
to
have to replace. You have to get better on the blue line to make your team better. And trading out a actual NHL quality defenseman in Darnell Nurse, love him or hate him, he's an NHL level defenseman.
Yeah.
Not replacing him would be awful. I still think the best way to help your goaltending is by getting better in front of him, in my opinion. I know I'm a Tristan Jarry guy, but I'm biased in that. But it's like Maddie's just biting his tongue.
No, I'm intrigued with what the Oilers do with goaltending too here, because it can also be just Tristan Jarry.
Oh no, you can't,
And
right?
it doesn't sound like Connor Ingram's a guy that might be coming back. So who is that guy? Is it the trade for a Kosa, or is it someone like it?
There seems to be actually more goaltenders out there available via trade than I think originally thought. Like Aiden Hill, that seems like too much money. Fair.
Also, I don't know about the Golden Knights and the Oilers making a deal.
Yeah, fair.
I don't know if that phone call between the two is going.
Sam Montembeault would make some legitimate sense, would he not? He was a guy who was on camp. He played for Team Canada at the Four
He's
Nations.
at Four Nations.
Like, there's obviously something there.
He's got 3.15 next year.
He just lost his spot in Montreal, right?
Well, exactly. Dobush is unbelievable. He's so good.
Yeah.
The thing is with goaltending too, though, is it's just like it's voodoo for a reason.
It is. Yep.
Like
It's like pitching in baseball, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Who knows who's going to get hot at the right time? Was Freddie Anderson really going to be the guy that leads the team to the Stanley Cup that we thought
He
about?
was awful
and then
this season.
he pulled, and then he even doesn't finish it off because he gets hurt, and Bussy comes in and closes it.
I
up.
thought Bussy was going to start for them in the playoffs.
Well, he was good all year.
Yeah.
Anderson was terrible, and then it just flip flops. Well, it's not like Bussy was bad; he was great too.
And Anderson's a free agent this year. Like, are you going to sign a 37-year-old Freddie Anderson?
Carolina, probably not, Because
They've got him and Kochetkov.
Yeah.
I was looking at that because I was like, are they going to trade one of these guys? But Freddie Anderson's a UFA, so it doesn't matter.
And then
So
where's
is that
Bobrovsky go?
Is that a stopgap, a Band-Aid for the Oilers then to get a 37, 38-year-old goaltender for a year or two? Or do you have to sign him for 3? I don't think you want to lock up to a almost 40-year-old goaltender, do you?
Well, that's for any team even.
I also think it depends on the money, just because Jari is a higher price point for.
Yeah. What is he, 5.5?
It's just a little over 5.
I thought it was like 5.125 or something like that.
It's so dumb that they did it when they did it. They could have, they could have done that deal this time last year and got a second-round pick from Pittsburgh to do it and probably got them to retain 50%. But Kyle Dubas sells high because Jari starts off the year and regains his number one goaltender status in Pittsburgh and finds a team desperate enough to just take him off their books and give up a second-round pick and just toss in Brett Kulak. Just an awful trade. And I feel bad for Jari because he's saddled with that. Oiler fans are pissed off, and they're taking it on the goaltender who didn't make that deal. He didn't make that trade. If Jari was here at $2.5 million and they got a second-round pick for him, The fans wouldn't hate Tristan Jarry. They wouldn't be mad. Everybody loves Connor Ingram, and I understand why, because his struggles all off the ice are all very relatable, human stories. You know, his mother dies. You feel awful for him. You're cheering for him to get back. All the substance, whatever is happening there. So everybody is supporting Connor Ingram, and I get it. And the feeling around Jarry is negative because it was a freaking awful deal. It's not Jarry's fault. It's not a bad goaltender. He just needs help, and the Oilers in front of him are just god awful. Sorry, that's my rant.
Oh, I love it.
The thing is like only in Edmonton do the fans and like the media and all of us care this much, right? Like that's why, like you've ranted like that because like you care. It's good for everybody when the Oilers are good and are successful. As in us media people, as in obviously the fans want it.
The
like
city, it's the.
Does this happen in Dallas?
Maybe
Not to this extent.
No, they do it. They're talking about the starting quarterback. Of
Right,
the
like
Dallas Cowboys.
exactly. Does this happen in Minnesota? Maybe different city, but
I mean, Jerry's got to be better. Don't get me wrong.
Yep.
He struggled here. His first 3 games were good, and then he got hurt. But he was also a .909 in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Save percentage.
Which in this day and age, where the NHL is now, that's a really good save percentage.
Yes.
Like it has dropped what
He
we
had
consider
reestablished himself, and you look at the other goalies that were in Pittsburgh this year, they weren't there. They all are sub 900. So he was doing something right. And then he comes here, and the others were terrible. So
my one hope that I'll go with Tristan Jarry too is you have an entire offseason where you know where you're playing.
Yep.
You're ready to go.
He's basically back home.
Yeah.
Right? Like
because farm nearby or wherever land it lives on. But you know who you're going to be playing with. You could focus with the Edmonton Oilers, and maybe that helps turn things around for next year. You come in stronger. You're not dealing with the situation because, like, I'm assuming in Pittsburgh, he also knew, like, for the last 2 years, it's been rumored Pittsburgh's trying to get rid of him at various times. Yeah. That can't be easy to be playing with,
especially as a goalie.
Yeah, where you know that this team's just trying to get rid of me.
Like every goal you let in, you're like, oh boy, right? Like
when you're placed on waivers as a player, it can't feel good.
Yeah, and Pittsburgh was doing that not just because he struggled like in 24, 25. It wasn't a good year for him, but Pittsburgh also had like 5 goalies in their system that they're trying to move up. Yeah. And so they were willing to just lose them for nothing because they could. It was a position of strength. I was shocked that they even took Stu Skinner back in the deal. They didn't need him. Obviously, they haven't signed him. But Jarry needs somebody here, though. I don't think you want to rely on him for 65 games. I think you got to have a tandem.
Connor Unger. There you go.
A little early, I think. Too early.
But you never know. But like, and that's where it's like, can you get one of those veteran goalies for cheaper? Yeah. Like, would Freddie Anderson be okay on a 2-year?
2.5 or something.
Yeah, $3 million.
Something like
but
that.
But probably not.
No, probably not.
I would think that there's
playoffs.
Yeah, I would think there's someone there ready to. Well, if Ingram's going to be getting paid because of the playoffs, so what's Freddie Anderson going to get because of the playoffs?
Who's out in Detroit because they got too many goalies? I mean, Kosa's on the way up, and they're going to move him, aren't they?
That's the report.
But like one of the other guys, like is Talbot back again this year? They got John Gibson.
And I forgot about him.
Like they got too many goalies in Detroit.
I don't know.
Trey Augustine's coming too.
He's the guy. But they've also got another guy on the farm.
Yeah, I forget his name.
Russian or Czech goalie or whatever that took over for Kosa. So that's why Kosa is expendable right now.
I also wonder what's going on with Minnesota.
Yeah,
they could easily just run it back though.
They can, but at some point you got to make a decision with one of those two guys because you have.
They're both signed long term, are they not?
Well, that's who's the.
Wallstedt and Gustafson.
Thank you, Gustafson.
There you go.
So Wallsted's entering his last year of a deal at 2.2.
He's an RFA though.
He's an RFA, so they control his rights. Gustafson is 6.8 until 2031. So Wallsted's 23, Gustafson's 28, but there's a point here where Wallstedt, like, you could run it back next year. But he might be, I'm not signing with you guys after this.
Like, I'm going to be the guy. Like,
I need to be. And if you're Minnesota, there's also a level of, okay, well, can we flip one of these guys and get some really good return for them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Gustafson has no move clause.
But
But that's where he's only 28.
Gustafson is?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought he was a little older than that.
He's only 28. It's like you could sit there and be like, well, this is a good goalie. We're going to stick with him. The
They are
return you
their,
could get
they're
on a
kind of in their
Wallstedt.
window right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the return you probably can get on a Wallstedt.
Yeah.
I'd probably look at what Yaskarov got Nashville.
Yeah. Spencer Knight was part of the Seth Jones deal, I guess. But
Yeah.
he hadn't quite proven much yet at that point, though. Like, young goalies are not easy to find. Young, good goaltenders. So that's why you draft one every year. Draft one every year.
It would be ridiculous to see the Oilers acquire Wallstedt, though, wouldn't it? Wow.
Yeah.
When they
After
could have
everything,
drafted
yeah.
him.
When they traded down to
Yeah.
Their saving grace is it's a different regime. That would
Correcting
be the thing.
mistakes of the
It
past.
we weren't the ones that passed on him.
Yeah.
And that's a funny one because it was like just at the time too, all the fans were like, "No, just take this guy." Like,
Yeah.
Because did they
you
not
want
end up
this
getting
guy.
Xavier Bourgault,
That's who
it was.
right? Yeah.
That's who it was.
Who was part of the Ekholm trade?
No,
No.
No.
Borgo was
Borgo went to
traded.
Ottawa, didn't he?
Ottawa
Oh,
for
he was part
another.
of the Yarventi.
Yes.
Right.
It was what is his name?
Well, it was Bourgault and Chase on
Yes.
to Ottawa for Yarventi and a pick. wasn't
No,
it?
for the Ekholm deal.
Oh,
What was his name?
Edmonton guy. Reed
Yeah.
Schaefer.
There it was.
Yeah. Seattle Thunderbird. Yeah.
Good job.
Trade trees. It was Schaefer and a first and Barry, right?
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes.
Which
And Ekholm turned out to be
that turned
Yeah,
out to
he's
be
been
one of the
tremendous,
best
yeah.
moves that they've made in a long time. But now
On a
he's
bigger
getting old.
scale, yeah.
Well, the impact he had since day one.
Like Podkolzin might go down as one of the best deals over the McDavid tenure.
Well, wouldn't Hyman be their best deal?
Oh, trade. I mean.
He's the best
Oh,
free
trade,
agent
yeah,
deal.
okay.
Like Hyman might be one of the best free agent signings
Ever.
just in the NHL.
in the cap era, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the amount of goals that he's brought in and his production and a top 3 player in terms of leadership because it was him and McDavid and
Yeah.
Draisaitl with Babcock and that.
Yeah. How do you feel if you're Nuge and you're not involved in that?
Looking at Nuge from the outside, I feel like he's one of those guys like, I've seen them all. I don't care. I've been a part of way too many of these. You boys do it for me. I'm going to go look at the horses.
That's funny. Yeah.
Can't forget he's a BC kid, eh? He spent like his whole life
Yeah, in Alberta.
in Alberta.
It's been here since he was
crazy.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. That's crazy to think about, eh?
Red Deer Rebels, Matty.
I remember him at the Red Deer Rebels.
Okay.
I do remember the Rebels. Because that was the cool thing.
Yeah.
Because was that Adam Larson that year?
Nugent Larson, it might have.
Was Larson that year?
It might
No.
have. No, Hall and Larson were the same year, were they not?
No, that was Holland Seguin.
Hall Sagan, but wasn't Larson the third pick that year?
No, I think Larson went 2. Who did he go after?
Because I have a member of the media in this city writing a full letter to Kevin Lowe about why they should take Ryan Nugent-Hopkins over somebody else
From the 2010 draft?
from that Nuge draft.
Or 2010, 2011?
2011.
Larson was 4th in 2011.
Okay, so it was him.
4th.
Yeah.
I thought he went 2.
Nuge, Landeskog, Huberto, Larson.
Okay.
Well, that's a good.
That's a really good draft.
Sabinajad, Scheifele.
Even Ryan Strome.
The guy I wanted that year, I think, was Jacob Trouba. Wasn't that the same draft? Didn't he go like 7th or 9th or something?
No.
No.
Jonas Brodin, Dougie Hamilton were the other defensemen. Duncan Siemens was 11th that year.
JT Miller went that year.
Oh, yeah.
Oscar Clefbaum was that year.
Yep.
Solid Oiler.
Because the 10 year was Hall, Sagan, Goodbranson,
Right.
Niederreiter, Ryan Johansson.
See, my favorite is getting into like the second, third rounds and stuff.
Finding like the gems.
Who are highlighted? Kucherov was number 58 that year.
Sure.
Late second round pick. Vincent Trocheck was early third round.
And he might get a haul this summer.
I'll be honest, I don't think the Oilers should draft a Russian ever. Ever.
Should people draft Americans in Canada?
I'm leaning towards not. But I think it also depends. That's more on a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, do your due diligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
where are they currently playing? I mean, if a guy happens to be in the Western Hockey League and he's an American, he's already got a connection to Western Canada. I think that's a little bit easier. But with the Russians, it's so much easier for them to stay at home rather than go to the American Hockey League and develop for the North American game. Far too risky. If there's a Russian in the league that's playing in the NHL for 6 years, I'll acquire him via trade, but I'm not willing to gamble a draft pick on him. Forget it.
We've seen the numbers drop on Russians, have we not, drafting?
I don't know.
Or is it about the same?
But like Matt Michkov.
Yeah, teams are a little bit more weary of, because they're not sure when you can bring them over. Right.
There's that.
Yeah.
But like with Michkov, Demidov, they're really talented guys that they might pan out. Montreal's a different story, I think, than Edmonton. I think they can attract players to stick around a little bit more. I don't know, man. Like, I'll let somebody else take those guys and
let them try to develop them, and if they develop them,
I'll
try
take
to
my
grab
5th
them.
round Latvian. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you're taking a guy in the 6th round, you're going to take a guy from the MHL instead of a guy in the dub. Forget it.
Yeah.
No way.
I totally agree. Like we were talking about it off air with the new rules of the 4-year signing window for both college guys and CHL guys. It's huge for the CHL because you're going to get those high ceiling, I guess you could say, longer development path for those late round picks from the dub that were really productive, but maybe you see some maybe flaws in their game. I think it's,
Yeah.
now you can just take best
agree.
player. You don't have to worry about the timeline.
We were talking about that earlier, and I don't know if the audience would know, because you didn't seem to know that it's now 4 years that teams who draft a CHL player they have before they have to decide on them instead of 2 like it used to be. So I think we both think that you're going to see a lot more CHL guys drafted in the later rounds than you did before, where it was USHL guys and Europeans, because you had
longer.
a lot longer leeway. Now that it's a equal playing field, I think most of those are going to go to CHL guys now. Another hit to the USHL.
Yeah, but they're going to California, Guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Arizona.
And they're taking over the state of Nevada.
Yeah.
California did. Just annexed Nevada.
Spency 5 cents, Guy 100%.
Thanks.
Agree too much risk in Russian players, but that may change.
Changes on a year by year basis. It could, right?
Yeah, but yeah, it's why take that chance on someone that, especially some of these GMs, you don't have a long runway. But you've got 5 years as a GM, really.
It's just so easy for them to stay at home and make good money. And I understand it from their perspective. It's their country. That's what they're comfortable with. Would they want to go down to Bakersfield or play in their backyard where they grew up? Yeah. I get it. But at the same time, if I'm the NHL team, I don't want that. I don't want to risk that. Draft picks are valuable. I think they're undervalued.
I'm saying from the American perspective, I think I would be a team that would be rather still wanting to take the American. Because if I develop them and they still want out, if they want out at the right time, I could just get an asset. I could trade them.
It's true.
I'm getting something of value as opposed to, well, am I going to really pass on this guy to take someone else that maybe he's not as good?
Yeah.
I'm going to take the chance.
They're not going to sign with you, right? Yeah.
Or I'm going to take the chance.
Situation.
If the Edmonton Oilers had that American, maybe that American's willing to stay because, look, they're in a championship window. I'm not wanting to necessarily
It's a
leave
little
this.
different right now for Edmonton than it is for Calgary or Vancouver or even Ottawa, apparently.
Yeah.
And the value, like with the Russian, it's if they don't come over, you have no value with that, basically.
And even still, Ottawa's still got some really good assets back.
I think Ottawa did pretty well. Yeah. I'm looking at Carolina now. Aren't they talking about having to trade the big Russian defenseman, Nikishin? Who's been here for a year?
He's an RFA, yeah.
And now they got to trade him?
That may also just be a numbers game, though.
Wow. I'm that's the kind of thing I would...
Yeah, Penner's Pancakes, see what happens with him in Carolina. Sounds like they don't want to pay him.
What he wants. I'm sure they would pay him.
Was he? I don't even think he was like their 7th defenseman in the playoffs, I think.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just too much of a risk for me.
That's the fun part about all drafts and all sports.
Yeah.
I've always been interested. There's nothing that's guaranteed in any of them.
I've always been intrigued in the MLB draft because the runway is the longest of any sport before you see those players. And when you see all these, like, oh, the Blue Jays need, this in their system. They need a lot of this in their system. It's like, how do we know what they're going to need on the MLB roster in 5 years?
Yeah.
The one thing I can tell you for the Toronto Blue Jays, and this isn't even guaranteed, is that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is going to be playing first base for the next 14 years. That is all we know. And the few of the guys who have other, Alejandro Kirk's for like 4 years or whatever. But still, just draft good players. Just draft the best player. And especially like if we're talking about, here's a shortstop. How many guys are drafted as shortstops? How many of these best, when you're playing youth baseball, you played youth baseball? No? You play baseball at all?
Like 2 years.
Where does your best player play?
Shortstop.
Shortstop. Where does your worst player play?
Catcher.
No,
First
usually
base?
left field. Usually left field.
Yeah.
Regardless.
I played left field. What?
How many guys play shortstop and then you get to double A, single A, triple A? They can't play shortstop. They're going to turn into a second baseman. They're going to turn into a third baseman. Maybe they're turning into an outfielder. We don't know. Just draft the best player. Draft the guy who's going to hit a lot.
Yeah.
Mainly, honestly, what you get is just draft a bunch of bats. You can teach guys to play defense. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
We got a full baseball guy over here.
Build an army. My buddy and I would always say we worked together in Saskatchewan. We'd sit in the same office and BS about baseball and sports and whatever. And he was always like, build an army. When you see teams trade and they just like get a bunch of assets back, like build an army. Just keep building the farm system. Somebody's going to pan out.
Yeah.
Works in hockey too. Like
Throw as much against the wall as you
Exactly.
can. Like if you have, what is it? Blues have 3 first-round picks.
Yep.
4. Didn't
it
they?
4?
I think they're up to 4.
Before now.
But like one of them's going to hit.
Yeah.
The odds
Well-
state one's going to hit pretty well.
When Boston had those 3 picks, how many of those hit? 1?
Yeah.
That was DeBrusque.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who the other two.
Zaboral was one of them, I
Yeah.
thought. And Zach Senchishin, however it's pronounced.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, those were the 3. Wow, I can't believe I got that. Can't believe that just
I
like
think
came to me.
you nailed
That was
it,
pretty
too.
good, actually.
Good. The younger brain, you see your processor still works full
There's
speed.
some things I just completely
Mine's a little
blank
slower
on.
these days.
But that's just one where it's like, yeah, you said sometimes just if you have multiple, somebody's going to pan out.
Yeah.
You don't have to use all of them, but
No.
if you do,
But even then, you're trading it to get something else.
Yeah.
The more you have to maneuver
look at
with.
Calgary this year.
Yeah, that's one of the fears I have with the Oilers is that they're just not, like, as they want to go to next year's deadline even, what assets do they have to make a bunch of moves to
Right.
try to fix the team? Like, you don't have a lot right now to go do those things, and that's where it can run outwards.
Right.
How do you recoup some of those picks and recoup some of those assets?
Yep.
I do wonder if maybe a Nurse trade gets a few of those back. Maybe not. Maybe you don't get a first,
But you need a player back to replace him.
but you free up. If you don't get a player
Honestly,
back, you free up cap space.
The big thing, if you could just get cap space, that's a huge
So
win,
who's
'cause
the
then
free
you could
agent
go.
defenseman you can
then
go
you
get?
can go. Well, depending on like what assets you get back with cap space,
Sign a
maybe
$5
there's a
million
trade you can
guy.
go make or something.
Yeah.
And I'm more of, to me, if I was a GM in the National Hockey League, one of the things I would want more than anything else is cap space.
Yeah.
I'd want a certain amount of cap space always available to me because most GMs are now like the top one. They're certain teams, they're spending to the cap.
Okay.
And the value I can have of
defenseman.
having some extra space, I would take that.
Okay.
a few defensemen that are free agents, theoretically. Let's say theoretically, if you want to sign a free agent. John Carlson, doesn't make sense. Rasmus Anderson, you're probably paying him the same amount of money.
Wasn't he awful in Vegas?
Yeah, he was.
It was not a good deal.
But it sounds like he's going to sign there anyway. Jacob Trouba would be ironic.
American coming to Canada.
Would be ironic.
And he's already been to Canada
Yeah.
and left.
Yeah. Brent Burns, I don't see it. Tony DeAngelo,
Nope.
no. These are all, this is by points it's being sorted. Here, let me go.
Yeah. Quite honestly, if the Oilers are
Ryan
getting
Shea would make a lot of sense.
if they're getting a defenseman, I would want a guy who I don't even care if he crosses the offensive red line.
Correct. Logan Stanley.
Play defense, man.
It's true.
Especially with this coach
You're a
coming in.
goaltender.
Yeah.
10 to the goal.
Yeah. Same thing. It's called a defenseman for a reason.
Well, and you've got already offensive guys on this team.
Yeah.
You've got a Bouchard, you've got a Woolman. You need to make sure you're protected on your end
Yeah.
of that blue line. So you got to go fill that out. But yeah, if you have cap space and you get some assets, maybe you could maneuver and make a trade that way for it.
Yeah.
But there's less than a week till free agency opens. So we've got draft tomorrow. Trades are still happening. And then you've got upwards of free agency next week, and then see what happens from there. But I would think you'd have to have a nurse deal. You'd want to have a nurse deal done before July 1.
Theoretically, yeah.
Unless you're making that deal and then you better be getting a defender in that deal.
Yeah.
Because you can't be doing
unless
you can't be
go-
on July 5th making a deal for Darnell Nurse for a $7 million forward. And then saying we've got a hole on the blue line and
Yeah.
Yeah.
you don't have free agency to go fill
The
it.
only thing that you may get is that teams don't get their guy in free agency, and then they go to trade and they're a little bit more desperate.
But then it's like, can you get that defenseman in that trade? Yeah. Or do you have that other trade lined up that you could send
or
him?
have you already signed that guy?
Fair.
Right.
But then if you sign that guy, there might be the desperation of the teams already knowing, oh, the Oilers are.
That's why I'm not a GM.
They're pushing on the cap.
That's why I'm not a general manager.
That's where the capologist is so important too.
That's why I can't win at be a GM in NHL video games. Yeah.
Just switch to rookie mode.
Yeah.
Turn off the cap. You're good.
Wow.
Trade mode easy. Yeah.
Portions of this hour of the EST Hangout, they're brought to you by the High Product Marketing, official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out at highproductmarketing.com. Reminder coming up at 11 o'clock. It is the Lock Shop, myself and Huss. We've got two guys and a goalie today, EST Afternoons, Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne until 5:30. We're cutting into that a half hour early as the Edmonton Elks are out in Winnipeg to take on the Blue Bombers. I should double. I'm pretty sure that's a 6:30 start. I know we're cutting in
5:30.
Yeah, I know we're cutting into the Reed Wilkins Show, so I'm just hoping I didn't get my timing wrong with that. No, it's 6:30 start. Yeah, so 5:30 Green and Gold kickoff show presented by Commonwealth Stadium. Myself and Jay Milne will get you set for Elks and Bombers, and then we'll have the post game show afterwards as we'll recap the action. Nick Anderson sent to the 6-game injured list today with a hamstring injury, but they got Brock Mokinson, so hopefully that balances out. The Elks looking to go to 3-0. Bombers looking to go to 2-1. Bombers coming off a bye week. Elks, a little bit of a shorter week, but a big win on Saturday against the Alouettes. So.
Is it another weather game in Winnipeg?
Well, if it is, I really like the Elks' chances of winning that football game.
Saying, like they seem to be doing pretty well in the weather.
Let us look at Winnipeg.
The ranking is awesome.
He's unbelievable. Right now it's 20 degrees. There is a 30% chance of showers and a risk of a thunderstorm later tonight. Oh, don't have a thunderstorm.
Just not
Yeah, thunderstorm would be delay.
No lightning.
It's the delay. That's the worst. You sit there and then you're just like, oh, great. Now I got to wait longer. Oh.
Well, you can have thunder without lightning, can't you?
Can you?
I don't believe so.
Really?
Because the two are like
I feel like they're connected, no?
the thunder is basically like the almost like the sound of the lightning. Not obviously indirectly, but
Can you have thunder without
I had a friend
lightning?
I thought I've
that
heard
didn't
this
know
guy
that
rumble
thunder and lightning were like
related.
Related?
Yeah. There was like a joke. We made a joke once. It was about like, oh, thunder comes before lightning. And he was like, what? Is that like, he had no clue what we were like talking about. So we were like, guy, like when you see lightning and you're supposed to like count how long before the thunder, it's how long. So he's like, what? We're like, yeah, like this is a thing. So when I was the best man at his wedding.
You brought that up.
Oh yeah. It hit really good. Yeah.
Google AI when I asked it. Specifically speaking, no. Thunder is an acoustic shockwave created by the rapid expansion of air around a lightning bolt. So one cannot exist without the other. However, you can hear thunder without seeing lightning, which often occurs when flash is hidden by heavy clouds, mountains, or daytime glare.
Okay.
So I don't think they would pause the game by hearing it. I do think they have to see it.
Yeah.
But that's a...
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed I looked at that right now. Now I know. Now I know there's going to be a lightning strike somewhere because it was funny because it was a Clark game for that that preseason game. We had the delay. We're sitting in the seats. We're waiting. The game was back underway, and there was a moment.
Did it rain on you guys at all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
Poor, we had to go under and stuff and find cover. But once the game got going, like you could see in the distance a flash of lightning, and like. The group, like everyone around us, we're all like, "You didn't see that? No one saw that. No one saw it." Like trying to hope that the ref did not see this bolt of lightning and go, "We got to pause the game."
But
and then there's like two more flashes. Everyone's like, "Nope, didn't see nothing."
Like there's obviously people smarter than me that can determine this, but like, can't you tell how far away like the lightning strike is to determine like the safety of it all?
There are maps.
Yeah.
But I think one of these things is if the ref sees it, they have to pause it.
Oh,
So as long as the ref sees
oh,
that,
I didn't see it.
That's so that was why we were all like
ref speak,
really
typical
hoping
ref
that the
speak.
ref would not see it at all, because it's like, do not pause this again. Do not pause it, because it's like another 30-minute delay or whatever that would be. But I think at least in the CFL, I think if the ref sees a lightning strike, they're supposed to call it, because once you see it, you're close enough to get hit by it.
Okay.
Oh,
Like you are in that
That I
range
didn't
where
know.
it can get to you or
We
something.
need Josh Clausen here for all these
Josh,
weather
come on,
discussions.
hype up.
yeah. Jeez.
I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. As soon as you can see lightning, or I don't know
Makes
if it's the
sense.
hearing, like that you are, it
Makes
could
sense.
it could hit you, like that you're in the radius of it and all that. So just no delay, or just like do it like during halftime.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like right as they're coming off the field, the light.
Hey, halftime's an extra 15 minutes, whatever,
absolutely.
right? Yeah.
Which okay, of
The old
halftime.
Super Bowl halftime, right?
Well, the Super Bowl halftime I think is 22 minutes. I don't know what the number is.
Is that it? Jeez.
Well,
Because
the
normal halftime's a little shorter.
normal halftime is usually about 18. I
Yeah.
thought.
Something like that.
Soccer's World Cup final is going to be 30-minute halftime show.
Who's doing the halftime show?
Shakira,
That's not surprising.
Madonna,
Okay.
BTS. Is that the Korean band?
Yeah.
Interesting.
My wife loves them.
I was about to say, you also
gonna
know
say-
who BTS is.
I was going to say, are
Euphoria
any of those,
BTS.
Like, we're hosting it in Canada, USA, Mexico. One of those three are American, Canadian, or from Mexico.
Doesn't Madonna,
Madonna?
change where she's from?
Madonna's American.
Madonna's
Doesn't
American.
sometimes she claim that she's from
But
Britain or
Shakira's
whatever?
from
She's from
South
Michigan.
America somewhere.
She's like Colombian or something.
Yeah, Colombia. I want to say Colombia, but I wasn't sure. And BTS is from Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If you came to my house and looked at all our streaming channels, you would think I was married to a Korean lady, because my wife is addicted to Korean television.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Full subtitles, or is she learning the language?
Nope. Subtitles. Quite honestly, everything we watch now is even in English, we'll have the subtitles just because we're kind of used to it.
There's a lot of people that do that.
I do that with with Netflix.
Do you?
Yep.
I feel like I watch the words the entire time and I'm not watching enough of the screen. I can't get into it.
Oh,
I know there's a lot of people though that they love watching TV with subtitles on.
No.
just because like sometimes you're unsure of like maybe sometimes you missed what they said, so you can kind of get it still. But.
I go back usually if that happens, and I just
Fair.
quickly turn on closed caption, then shut it off if I miss something.
Right.
Is that a hearing thing for you guys, or you just gotten used to it?
Maybe a little bit. I don't know.
I just got.
I've worn headphones for the last decade of my life, so could be. Could very well be.
You're on a bus too with a bunch of people talking, and I'm sure going to your next game and all that, and trying to can't hear right now.
I'm sure my earbuds have been quite loud over the years.
Dusty is loud here. He always has his headphones really loud. Hernandez has it, I think, the loudest in the building now.
Really?
Gregor used to have his very loud. Did Low Tide have his loud? I think Low Tides were loud. But like Dusty would have his, like I remember at 1260, he'd put his headphones down for the commercial break, and you could perfectly hear
Right.
from across the room
commercials.
the commercials coming through his headphone.
Oh boy.
Like, Dusty, how are you hearing? Like, how do you, like, what's going on with your
Yours is,
ears
like,
there? You
ringing?
need to get figured that out and stuff.
Yeah.
Are you high
works.
headphones?
Not that high, but probably high because I'm old and I listened to a lot of loud music when I was in my younger days, and saw a lot of concerts in my younger days.
Yeah,
so maybe.
your headphones are pretty loud. Like when we do games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
They're not too bad. They're
I'm
a
usually
little
at
loud.
about like
But I'm-
just under half to about half of.
Yeah,
on
I
the
usually go
dials.
one earphone off.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
You like to hear?
I can hear the whistles better, and
I like that.
just like the crowd, you get a little bit. Yeah.
I do earbuds for regular, like obviously not play by play, and I like to when I'm going on the air talking, both go into my ears. But when I was a producer, I would always have one out just to hear other things and what's going
Fair.
on.
Makes sense.
Interesting. One ear during the play by play.
Yeah. Also because like our
makes sense.
headphones are you can only hear program. I can only hear Guy out of one ear.
Yeah.
So the other one I can't hear. So it's just like, I just like pull it off. So
Yeah. Only one ear works on mine.
Yeah. That's just how it's set up, I think. Yeah. So that's why.
I like how you think that it's how it's set up that way.
Well, I don't know.
And not, it might be just, they gotta get
works.
these fixed or something. But yeah, I think it's that way, but we'll go that way until the other one goes out.
Then we'll deal with it.
Then you can figure things out.
And we still call it a pretty good game as is. So
Shakira is from Colombia.
Nailed it.
So congratulations on that one. You know,
Final
you're
answer.
Shakira. She was at a match recently, a couple days ago. We saw her. She was there with her kids watching Lionel Messi.
like what it should have been is like a 3 kind of like group performance of like Shania Twain and Madonna and I don't know if a Mexican musician that would be big enough, but like that's what it should be.
Ricky Martin.
Well, they did that for the opening.
Oh, did they?
To a degree, because Katy Perry did something in the U.S. We had Michael Bublé, and they had someone else for the opening.
Katy Perry is not Canadian, no matter who she's dating.
No, she was in LA for that one. But the other thing too is like soccer fans are pissed about this because soccer doesn't do halftime shows.
Fair.
Oh, is that right?
This is a very Americanized thing.
This is your time to go to the bathroom. This is your time to get analysis of the match.
Okay.
The thing is, for what soccer fans around the world say, is like this is about the sport. We're there for the sport. We're not there for other things. We're there for watching who's going to be the world
Scotland's
champion.
there to drink too.
But it's you're there to crown the champion, whether it's Champions League, whether it's this, and we're not there. We don't need a concert.
Right.
We don't want the field ruined because
this is
you put
very
a concert.
Americanized now.
It is very Americanized, and soccer fans are furious about this. And then they found out it's going to be 30 minutes, and they're like, "Well, why don't you just play the second half the next day?"
Part of like the hydration breaks too, kind of.
Oh, the hydration breaks are awful.
What is this? This is a term I've only heard recently, and I don't know what it is.
It's a new, it's new.
So soccer's 2 halves, you know that.
Yeah.
There's no stopping of the clock.
Yeah.
It got introduced, I want to say as far back as 2014.
Okay.
Where they're playing in extreme heat, they do a hydration break. So they'll stop it about halfway through the first half and halfway through the second half, so players can go get some water, like a forced stop, because it's 40 degrees, it's 38 degrees. We need water.
I can understand that.
This World Cup, FIFA announced, because we're in North America and there was going to be some hot games, they're like, let's do it for all the matches.
Oh, regardless.
But it's also just a way for them to make money because they
that's
do
a
minute commercial break for it or something.
So it started out as, well, we don't want an unfair advantage for teams in one match over here that get a hydration break and these ones that don't. So we're going to do it all of them. Everyone's like, no.
Which is fair to an extent, I guess.
To an extent, but it's the 2 teams are still in the same match.
Yeah.
It doesn't impact the other match.
It's not going to impact your match in the round of 8 in 3 weeks' time.
I was at BC Place. We're domed.
Yeah.
And we're taking a hydration break.
Yeah, that's dumb.
What are we doing here? Like, we booed it. I was very thankful for that. But then we all sat down. But so they added that. And then FIFA announced to the broadcasters, well, if you want, you can take commercials during the time. So everyone's like, well, there it is. Like, as we're saying, this is about commercials. This is about making halves. You're now allowing TV networks to cut to commercials. And Fox is taking advantage of that. TSN and Bell are taking advantage of that. But I know places like...
As they should, I guess, right? Like,
but not all do.
No.
I think Telemundo in Mexico, or is that Spanish in just the U.S., they're just showing highlights. They're showing videos of the crowd. I think in the UK, between BBC and ITV, they're the 2 broadcasters. They're not going to commercials. They've said, we're not doing this. This isn't the sport. We're not taking advantage. BBC can't go to commercials. They're public broadcaster and they don't do commercials out there. So there are some that are doing it, some that aren't. But FIFA, everyone's like, well, we know what you wanted. You wanted commercial breaks. Yeah. You added commercial breaks. And now FIFA, I think a couple days ago, or it was yesterday, said, see, we're not making any money from this, though. This is about the health of players. Right. And we're like, well, no, it's sponsored by Powerade.
Yeah.
When I was there, they said the hydration breaks brought to you by Powerade. Clearly you're making some sort of money off of this. And Fox is apparently going to make upwards of $500 million off of the ads.
Yep.
So the next round of FIFA broadcasting rights, FIFA's going to look at them and go, well, you now got this added revenue for you. Where's our cut?
Yeah.
Rights fees are going to shoot up. So they're ruining it. Euros have announced.
Because as we all know, FIFA is so fair.
Yeah, they're the best. They're great. The Euros in 2 years have announced they're not doing hydration breaks unless it's called for.
Okay.
Unless the weather
Where
dictates
is the Euros?
it.
In Europe. I think it's in Europe.
Thank you, Guy.
this year.
Well done.
They might move it around.
In 2 years,
Deserve that.
it is. It's United Kingdom and Ireland. So it'll be England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland.
Oh, cool.
We'll be splitting it. So there shouldn't be too many hydration breaks. They don't get that hot out there.
No. And then the next World Cup is South America. No.
That's a fun one.
No, it's
You're going to open up a can of words with me on that one.
Why? Where is it?
it's Morocco. I had it. It's not South. It's
It is South America too.
South America's doing a few games. It's a mess.
It is Argentina, Paraguay, Uruguay, Spain, Portugal, Morocco.
Yeah, but Spain, Portugal, Morocco are the main hosts.
They'll host the majority in the end.
Yeah.
so 3 different continents?
Yes. Yes, Guy. So would you like the reasoning behind this? And our listeners have heard me on this one already once.
Okay, sure.
So what FIFA does is they rotate World Cups through continents generally. Like, so
Right.
they'll go through, but Saudi Arabia wants a World Cup.
Okay.
And
they're getting one.
Qatar just had one. So
Yeah.
it's like, well, you're going to have to wait a long time, but not when it's FIFA and you have
so
money.
they're speeding it up.
So what happened was the next one is the 100th anniversary of the World Cups. And everyone wanted it to go back to South America, to get South America to have a World Cup, a true World Cup again. It's where it started in Uruguay. Everyone was like, this makes just perfect sense.
Right.
Go to Argentina, go to Uruguay, go to Paraguay. They'll come together. Let's do the World Cup there. Then we can go to Europe. Then we can figure it out from there. Then Africa probably and move on. But Spain, Portugal put in a bid with Ukraine, of all people, as a way to, we'll put Ukraine in this. As we'll look at us. We're helping out this country that's being in a war zone and stuff.
But like those 3 countries are not even close. Like Portugal and Spain are. But like
Absolutely.
Ukraine is not even close to there.
Absolutely. And then Morocco wanted it. So
Which is much closer to.
So eventually Spain and Portugal were like, they dropped Ukraine, added Morocco. So there's the 2 continents. And then everyone's like, well, no, but like go to South America, then go to those ones.
Good Lord.
But Saudi Arabia has their money and FIFA wants Saudi Arabian money. So they said, no. What we'll do is we'll give a group to South America.
Yeah.
And we'll do Spain, Portugal, Morocco as the World Cup. We've crossed off 3 continents. Oh, what's next?
Yeah.
Oh, we could go back to the Asias and Saudi Arabia. So Saudi Arabia unchallenged, basically. The only country that was able to challenge them was Australia, but they couldn't do it. And Saudi Arabia will host the 2034 World Cup. But the 2030 is Spain, Portugal, Morocco, Argentina, Paraguay, Uruguay.
Wow.
Makes no sense.
That's a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
Remember
It's
when
great.
Russia had it in 2018? That was a wild ride.
I did not watch. I think I watched about 20 minutes of that World Cup because Italy was the first time they didn't qualify. Ukraine didn't qualify. Canada wasn't there. I was pissed off.
Fair. I remember in because 18 was Russia, 22 was
Qatar.
yeah, and then before that 14 was
Brazil.
right Brazil, and then South Africa was like right before that.
2010.
Yeah.
Germany 06.
Yeah.
Japan, South Korea 02.
Oh,
France
See, I
98.
couldn't have gone that far.
US 94.
Jeez.
Germany 90.
Seoul was in 86. Seoul, Korea?
Isn't that Olympics?
Was it?
Or is that World Cup?
That's what I thought it was. World Cup.
Maybe it was.
It wasn't Canada at that one?
Oh, then it could have been 86. That's where I actually don't know. 86 World Cup, wherever that was.
That would make sense.
Was that South Korea?
Were you born yet?
No. I was born in 91.
They didn't score a goal.
We did not. We didn't have a win. We didn't score a goal. We didn't get a draw.
Yeah.
Then we scored our first ever goal last World Cup, and we got our first ever win this World Cup. And we've qualified in the knockout stage for the first one of this one,
Progress.
although it's round of 32, which there never was before.
But also the money that Canada, they would have made it anyway though.
For,
In the previous,
like you're saying, by finishing runner up.
yeah.
The only thing but it's the groups are watered down because we added an extra
Theoretically, yeah, sure.
12 teams or whatever it is.
Yeah, fair.
32 to 48, no, 16 teams. That's the only thing that, like if they finished second, they would have qualified, but the group would have been a little
They
different.
probably would have had another powerhouse in their group.
There would have been, it would have been.
Well, they were supposed to get in with Italy
you wouldn't
anyway.
have had, but you wouldn't have had Bosnia because there would have been less European countries. Qatar would have still been there. They would have qualified. but you would have had someone else
Yeah.
in the group that would have made it a little bit more challenging. And I don't know, do you get that draw or do you not get that draw is the different question there.
But also the money
But
that now
we're
Canada
still-
Soccer gets
yeah.
is huge.
And we'll play actually the very first ever round of 32 match at a FIFA World Cup.
Yeah.
It's never been done before. Canada and South Africa will do the first one ever on Sunday.
And by all accounts, and I'm a huge football guy, but Canada should win that game, correct?
Big favorites.
Really big favorites.
Yeah. So South Africa is 60 something in the world ranking. Canada's 30 something. But one like South Africa did just beat South Korea. So got to give them a little bit of
Canada's
respect.
dealing with a lot of injuries.
Yes.
So
We're without two midfielders, a big defender, Davies. Who else am I missing? Well, at least like 4 major injuries from yesterday. But in soccer, generally, if you look at the betting odds, there's the 3-way. There's the home, draw, and away. And generally, when it's closer, they're all plus money. So like they're relatively close between the two. Like, where's a close one? Or it's like short minus. Well, no. Paraguay, Australia, a little closer, plus 161 for Paraguay, plus 323 for Australia, plus 127 for a draw. Canada is a minus 143 favorite.
wow.
South Africa's plus 391.
Wow.
So like there's a belief here that Canada should be able to win and then go to round of 16, which also does mean more money for the federation. And then if it's likely that would be the winner of Netherlands, Morocco, which would be very difficult.
But still, a round of 16.
And you never know. One match.
Yep.
Can you
Get it to penalties. Who knows?
get to penalties?
Like,
Yeah.
And then you surprise Maxime Crepeau makes a wild save that you're not expecting, and all of a sudden Canada's moving on to the round of 8.
yeah.
You know, that's
Amazing.
when you're in the knockout, who knows what can happen in that one match.
Yep.
You're the soccer guy here. I'm not a soccer guy. I'm a Canada guy.
Love it.
Who's like over the years been like the biggest sort of like shock, surprise to make it deep? Like,
Well,
Is there
Morocco
one
was a
that pops
surprise a couple years ago because they went
Yeah.
Final Four.
right?
No one was expecting them to go
that's
Final
right.
Four.
In Qatar, they went.
Pardon?
In Qatar, they went to the Four.
Yeah, Canada was in a group with Croatia, Belgium, and Morocco, and 2 of the teams went to the Final Four.
Oh yeah.
So we had a very difficult group in that one.
Right.
So Morocco was a bit of a surprise that year. I think Croatia getting into the final in 18 was a big one.
Yeah.
Iceland had a little bit of a run. I think that was at the
Yes.
Euros.
I do remember the big Iceland thing. Yeah, that was at
They
Euros
took
a
down
while back.
England
Yeah.
that year. I can't remember which one that would have been. Is that 18? No, that wouldn't have been 18. 16? Might have been
Euros, that would have been
16.
Euros in 16.
Held in Europe.
Yeah. Was that not the year Portugal
Well
won?
done.
16? Yes.
Guy's on top of things. He knows where those are being held. Other big runs. I'm trying to think.
Because like where would Canada, if Canada got to 16, even to 8, let's say they
Well-
miraculously get to 8.
The one is in 2006. It was the first ever World Cup Ukraine qualified for, and they got to the round of 8. They got to quarters.
Okay,
And
so
they fell
there's
in the corners.
so there's your
I think it was the last time they were at the World Cup too.
yeah.
But
so
that would
there's
have been
your,
one of the. They had a nice run where they got to the quarterfinals and they fell in the round of 8 to Italy in that one.
So there's your not benchmark, but
Hey,
right.
even if you get to the round of 16, awesome. We're top 16 nation in the world.
Yeah.
If you find a way to get to round of 8, probably going to get dominated in that next match. But
Who
you're there.
cares? Who cares?
Yeah.
But you're there. You could just say we're top 8 in the world for the next 4 years.
Something to build off.
But and then ultimately depend like if we can get the win on Sunday, because ultimately you still got to go get that win.
Does that also theoretically put you in a
Alphonso
better
Davies.
position for the next World Cup to qualify A, easier and B, get into a better group, or no?
No.
Theoretically, no?
In a way, it would bump up your world ranking.
Yeah.
And that could help with certain things. But no, Canada will have to qualify for the CONCACAF thing,
Okay.
for the path.
The path doesn't change.
That path won't change. The only thing would be like when they seed World Cup, generally they put them in the pots.
Yeah.
So there's 4 pots and they seed you by World Cup ranking. So if you get to a round of 8, theoretically, Canada might jump up to high 20s in the world ranking. Maybe they could surprise and maybe it would be a low teens if you're there. And then if you keep winning from there, you're in a nice spot that maybe then that pot keeps you in a higher pot as opposed to dropping to a lower pot. We were put in pot 1 because we were hosts this time.
Yeah.
I think if we weren't, we would have been a pot 2 team this year. It's how they draw the world. I don't know.
No, I get the pots, but is it a big deal if you're in pot 1 or 2? What's the difference?
Well, so because one team from each pot gets drawn into a group. So if you're in pot 2, you're going to get a team of pot 1. So you're going to get, in theory, a difficult team coming out of it. If you're in pot 1, you won't see any of those teams.
Okay.
So you won't be drawn. Like if you're in pot 2, you could be drawn into a group with France, Spain, Brazil, Germany. But if you're in pot 1, they're likely in pot 1 with you. You won't see them in your group.
Yeah.
Because you're the quote unquote powerhouse in that sense.
Like pot 4 would be all the qualifiers and the.
Yeah. I think Qatar World Cup, we were a pot 4 team.
I think so, yeah.
So then, like, even if you're pot 2 instead of pot 3, okay, you don't have any of those pot 2 teams joining you. Whereas pot 3, pot 4, you want pot 3 and 4 teams because in theory they're the easier teams to go face.
Gotcha.
So that's why doing as best as you can to be in the right ranking when you go to a World Cup or something, being in the right pot gives you in theory a chance at an easier group.
Okay.
And that's why the hosts always get pot 1 is they want the host nations to have easier paths than what legitimately they might need. Like Qatar was I think they were the first World Cup host to not qualify out of their group. Last World Cup because like they're not good enough.
Right. Yeah.
But they were host, so they got that top spot.
Okay.
And now we what is it? 1:00 Sunday, I believe it is. Canada, South Africa. It's weekend Sunday.
I'm gonna watch. Like
the TV numbers are gonna be something I'm gonna be fascinated by because could this hit 7 million Canadians?
How the TV numbers does that take into account like the big watch parties and things like that?
Yes.
Like how does that take into account?
Don't know how they figure it out, but they're the metric is that the bars, all of that. There's an estimation with it. I'm assuming because you have to get special
exempt. Yeah,
we have to get special rights to air games in
true.
bigger
Yeah, that's
bars.
fair. Yeah.
So I'm assuming they know, okay, well, this bar
Here's your capacity.
They can judge it based off of capacity and do those things. So yeah, it is based off that. It isn't, well, I know there's sometimes people are like, yeah, but this isn't taking account all the watch parties. No, they have some sort of formula, whether it works or not, it's accurate or not. They do take that into account. So if everyone is at, I don't know, those fan fests in Toronto, Vancouver, they're taking into account all those people somehow that they're there. And that's how we had 11 point some million Canadians watch at some point Canada, Qatar.
Crazy.
Wow.
He was not one of those.
No, he was not one of those.
That's all right. They're on when I'm working.
You also don't have the rights, you said. You don't have the TV to watch
that's
it.
right. I don't have TV either.
Well, yeah, so it's fair. Unless
It makes
you
it
have
harder
Crave.
to watch TV if you don't have TV.
Do you have Crave? You have Crave.
do.
You watched Euphoria. It's on Crave.
Yeah.
You can watch it on Crave.
Is that right?
Yeah, they've been throwing some select World Cup games on there, but Canada's are on there.
I thought they were like only highlight packs.
No, full matches.
Good.
Live.
So Guy will be
to know.
watching on Sunday now.
You gotta throw it on at some point.
There you go. Maybe I will.
After you mow the lawn.
That's today.
Oh, that's today.
It's going to be raining on
Oh, yeah, you gotta do that. Because
The rain starts tomorrow and doesn't stop until hopefully.
we have a 30%. Oh, no, I'm still in
Hopefully
Winnipeg.
Canada
Never mind. We have 30% chance to shower still today, actually. In Edmonton.
Today.
Yeah, 30% chance.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, mainly sunny, and then we get the showers
In the evening.
closer to night, and then it's just rain emojis until Wednesday. That's great. Then we just got a cloudy emoji. What a way to ring in the Canada Day.
Yeah. At my wife's birthday.
Hey, cloudy's better than rain.
That's true.
Yeah, maybe we could have just sun for a while.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
Summer. To go get golfing. I like your shoes, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm pointing those out.
Hey, they're a little old. They're a little.
Do you have
tattered
socks on?
now. Nope. They're loafers, so you just don't go socks in them. At least I don't. Some people do.
That's not a thing I can get behind. I'm
I
sorry.
can't either. It just feels...
It is a little different, but these are the only shoes I'll go no socks for.
I am a horrible dresser. I have no fashion sense at all. But I see the players come in, the kids, and they got the pants that are up to
That's a little
3 inches up their legs.
As my pants are like.
And I'm like,
as a guy
what
who's
the
tall,
hell?
yeah.
No socks. And their pants way above their ankles. I'm like, that's a horrible look. But maybe it's cool. I don't know. I'm old.
You should try it.
No.
One game. One game. You should try to dress up like an all
I don't even
player.
own a suit. I'm not a suit guy.
Really?
Nope.
I've got.
I know you're shocked, Maddie.
I'm learning so much about you.
Yeah.
You don't... I don't know. You have a tie.
Now
All
you
my
wear ties.
suits, all my suits shrink in the wash. That's the problem. I buy a suit, and 2 years later, when I need to wear a suit again, it's suddenly doesn't fit anymore. I can't figure it out.
I think you should try to do like the Oil King dress day.
The Oil King dress day.
Try to dress like them for one game.
Oh, like the kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
Try to take some notes. See what you can get done.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
That might actually be.
Get Matt to expense it.
Well,
Sure. Yeah.
Kev, if you're listening, yeah. Can we get approval for that?
Are we doing TV this year?
I don't know.
TV, but
we'll see.
video.
Yeah, but
Back in 2018 with the Grey Cup was in town. JMO and I were part of the radio broadcast for the TV network, and TV had their own little party, and us, the radio crew, we went out for dinner, and we were supposed to pay for it all. And Rod Black was doing the play-by-play, and he just kept telling the one guy, just expense it. Just tell them Blackie said it. And we did. And we never heard anything since. But he said, just say Blackie approved it. And we're like, okay. And the main guy submitted it, expensed
Wow.
it. And
outstanding.
Rod Black somehow just by saying, tell them Blackie.
Rod Black.
He's the man.
He wrote a book that I want to go read and stuff.
I heard when you guys had him on. I don't know if you had him on.
I know Eric and JMO, I think.
It was great.
He was fun. He was a fun play-by-play guy to listen to.
Yeah.
He had his flaws. He made mistakes, but that was the charm of
Right.
Rod Black that I do miss. Do you have interest in play-by-play beyond hockey? Or have you done play-by-play beyond hockey?
I have.
Yeah?
I did 2 games of basketball in university. I did 2 games of volleyball in university as well.
How's volleyball?
That's, very difficult. The
Was
idea,
it TV?
yes.
Okay.
So the idea of volleyball is you kind of let the game speak. Like you fill in the points with like your kind of setting of up and players and kind of talking about the last play because you kind of want to let the play do the talking.
Right.
In volleyball is what I discovered. Basketball was difficult to sort of like get a groove in because the pace is just a little different than hockey. But that was fun. Basketball was fun. I'd like to try baseball at one point. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Baseball seems fun. Like, because part of it, you could just tell stories.
Exactly.
That was all Coates.
Yeah.
I didn't do a baseball game with him. I sat in the press box next to him while he did a baseball game, and that was fun. But I did color for him doing a hockey game, and that was weird. He is a great baseball broadcaster. I don't think his pacing was for hockey though. It was very different.
I talk a little fast for some of the slower sports, maybe.
Maybe.
But-
Maybe.
I don't know if I can slow it down, maybe.
Yeah.
3-2 pitch. And at the time I was in Albuquerque.
There's something
Went to
about it,
this diner and
Dan Schulman does great. Like I like Dan, and
Yeah.
it was Dan and Buck for the longest time. And
Yeah.
I don't think Dan Schulman gets enough praise for what he accomplished in his career, and there's still a career to go. But he was the voice of Sunday Night Baseball.
yeah, he was in the U.S. for a long because is he
He
Canadian?
still does. He's Canadian.
Yeah.
He's full. Like, imagine an American ended up taking over Hockey Night in Canada before
Exactly.
it's gone. Like, that's
right.
what Dan Schulman was. He was a Canadian that took over the American pastime big marquee Sunday matchup.
Yeah,
Wow.
That to me was one of those like, this guy probably doesn't get enough recognition for what he's and he's he still does a lot of college basketball down there for ESPN.
a little bit.
Does
Yeah,
he?
yeah,
Yeah.
especially during like March Madness and stuff. Yeah,
He does because ESPN does the international feed, I think, for like the finals, and he's usually on the call for the championship and all of that.
and now his son's doing the radio broadcast for the Jays.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Quick couple comments. One person saying, I got to look at Hellebuck to Florida getting closer to being done. Is that true?
Wow.
damn,
Um,
that's crazy.
yeah, baptized Big Uke. There was a way they could have done it so Canada was guaranteed a round of 32 and 16 in Canada. Big screw up by FIFA. I do agree with that.
Okay.
It would have been nice that Canada, if they finished second in their group, they could have played the round of 32 match in Toronto. They will be the first ever host nation to not play in home soil at a World Cup now.
Right.
That will happen on Sunday.
which was going to happen because this was, first time there was multiple host countries. Yeah.
Look at next time.
Second.
You got 6 countries next time.
Second time. What was the other one?
Japan, South Korea.
Oh, right,
But
yes.
how it was designed that no matter where South Korea finished in their group, if they got out, they would stay in South Korea until the final.
Oh, and they didn't.
If they got to the final, they would have played in Japan. Japan, same thing. It was designed them playing
Right.
Japan the entire way, unless they finished third place. They went to the third place match. That was in Korea.
Oh,
When Poland and Ukraine co-hosted the Euros,
I think it was in Europe,
Europe?
that year.
thank you. They
Good setup.
Ukraine, no matter where they finished, would have played in Ukraine in a knockout for the first knockout game. Poland, same thing in Poland, but then they would have crisscrossed for the semis. They didn't qualify to their groups, but then it would have been in Ukraine and then Poland, and then the final was in Ukraine and stuff. So there have been those couple instances, but they should have had it different so that Canada, no matter what, if they finish second, still got one more game in Canada. Mexico, they finish first, so they get two more in Mexico, but they finish second. And yeah, Big Uke's distant cousin, Jack Michaels, is American. I'm aware of that. Yeah. I'm saying on the TV national broadcast for that, where it's Sunday night, like basically. Now imagine if a Canadian took over Sunday Night Football in the States.
Yeah.
Dustin Nielsen, that's your goal.
Yeah. Jack Michaels is just like an honorary Canadian at this point anyway. So
Been a long time. Because I was working with Bob Stauffer back at 1260 when that happens.
Yeah.
Wow. That's been...
That's got to be 11, 12. 2011, 2012, in that
years,
range.
Yeah.
That Jack's been doing it. And Rod Phillips has retired.
Yep. I grew up listening to Rod Phillips on the radio, and
We all did.
yeah.
And now Mooner as well.
Now Mooner, yeah.
Mooner's just awesome.
It's one of the best.
Just a good human.
Yep.
Yes.
WHL probably misses him.
He was fantastic. Troy does a good job in Red Deer too, but Troy Gillard. But Mooner was always my favorite guy to listen to across the Western Hockey League, and then wasn't surprised when he had an opportunity at the next level.
It was about time that Mooner got something.
Mooner's always been like a mentor for me. I was able to reach out to him when I was just very young in my play-by-play days, and he's been nothing but just tremendous for taking time to just give me advice and stuff. So that's always have time for him.
He's always going back to Nate.
Yeah.
And speaking to the kids at Nate.
Yeah.
I think once a year, Pat Galenzi's, the program head, always tells me, once a year I could always reach out to Cam, or once a semester, and he comes out and he chats, and Cam's great. Where'd you go to school?
Mount Royal.
You're Mount Royal.
Yeah. Just we called it a 10-year reunion, but it's only been 9 years since we graduated, but we had enough of us in Calgary last weekend that we got together for a little reunion, and that was a lot of fun.
I've never had a reunion.
This is the first time
for
I ever
high
had.
school or college or anything.
Well, I'm well over. I'm 10 years past high school now too, and we didn't have anything. So
There's been reunions for my high school that I've never been.
I'm 20 years for high school in 2 years.
God.
We didn't do anything for 10 years. Or I didn't get invited.
It's grad 89. That's how old I am. So I don't know. It'd be coming up to 30, 40 years. Oh my God. Coming up to 40 years.
Whew. Maybe it'll be a 40-year reunion.
You know what you should do at the 40-year reunion? You should
Still be alive?
You should just... you should dress up like the Oil Kings.
Yes.
That's where you do it. You
classic.
do it at the 40th. This is how I dress. This is where I am.
Yeah. That's right. Big flood.
Just
pants.
go to a couple of the Oil Kings players, be like, here, come dress me. And have them decide what to wear, and then wear that for your reunion.
That would be hilarious.
My God.
Have somebody come film it. Perfect little. That's how you could get it on social.
Man.
It's for the content.
Content, yeah.
And it's content. Official drink of the EST Hangout, Dylan Small Batch Distillers, refreshing cocktail made by the #1 canned cocktail band. Made the right way, made the right way, crafted right here in Canada. Find them at your local liquor store, Dylan's Small Batch Distilleries. I don't think I'm gonna go to CFL quickly here. I don't know how much you guys have been fully following, but Justin Rankin, if I had to go, let's say 75 rushing yards today, over under.
Over.
Is the weather going to be bad? Do we know yet for sure if it's going to rain?
Well,
or
I
not?
don't know if
What's
I
the
trust
update?
any of these things.
Josh, what's the update?
The latest as of observed at 11 o'clock Central.
It's 10 o'clock.
It is still 30% chance of showers.
All right.
With
How
the risk
is
of
Winnipeg
thunderstorm.
against the
22
run?
degrees. It's too early. It's 2 seasons, 2 weeks. I don't know.
3 weeks.
They've only played 2 games.
Oh, I thought you said they were. Oh, they're looking.
They were bye week last week.
Right. Yeah.
I would take the over.
Look at that.
I'm going to go over.
I like it. The odds, they had his over-under for the first 2 games for the Elks for combined rushing receiving at like 95 yards.
Really?
He smashed him, didn't he?
131 for this game.
Yeah.
They've just jumped that number right up. What are his rushing numbers for this one that they've set it up?
See, he's at what, 5 scores?
Is it 5?
5?
He
They
had
have 3
last game, didn't he?
He had 2 last game.
Do they have 3 in week 1? Or in the first game, I should say, not week 1, but
He had a minimum of 2.
Against Ottawa?
could have sworn I saw 5 somewhere, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, but like he's on pace for 3,800 all-purpose yards this season or something.
Wow.
Like it's not going to happen the way he's going. Like you can't keep that up. But the guy's basically on. Last week was 2 something all-purpose. The first week was 196.
Oh.
Like it's insane what he's been able to accomplish. Like this is the Edmonton Elks are very fortunate that he is. I think he's now 29 years old because the NFL won't come calling at that age. Like you don't have to worry about that part of it.
Yeah.
And you could probably have him for an extended period of time. I'm just pulling up the odds for this game. His over-under for rushing, they have it at 78.5. I think last week it was 59.5.
78.5 rushing.
Just purely rushing.
Well,
Wow.
I think he gets 100, so I would take the over.
Sorry, he's got.
They dropped that.
He's only got 3. My bad.
He only has
I don't know
3?
where I said. I don't know where I saw 5.
I thought he had 2.
Well, he had 2 last game.
Yeah, I thought he had 2 in Ottawa too, but I guess it was only
He
that big
only
run.
had 1.
He was just a beast in those games.
He had
just a
1
couple
against
massive
Ottawa.
runs.
Maybe they're
2
muted
against
and took it
Montreal.
away from him.
Yeah.
He
I don't know
is,
why I saw 5, but all right.
He's big money for anytime touchdown in today's game.
Oh, I would think so.
So we've got Edmonton Elks again, Green and Gold kickoff show presented by Commonwealth Stadium. Myself and Jay Milne. That's coming up at 5:30 right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. We'll get you set for the game as the Edmonton Elks look to go 3-0 for the first time. I think they also did that again in 2019.
I think they will do it.
No, 2017. 2019, it was above 500. I saw some weird stat earlier today. We're both just looking at weird
Elks. I'm
stats.
picking the,
You're going
Elks.
with the Elks?
Yeah. It's Gee's play of the day.
There you go. I'll get that thrown up there at some point. Maybe I'll have to do the Geese play of the day, the Edmonton Elks.
Straight up.
I don't even know how to bet. I
Ah,
did Sports Select once like 20 years ago, and
I was always hard.
I don't even know how to.
when I
place
was
a
in
bet.
university, I'd do the sports select for the NFL games on Sunday.
Yeah.
Did you do the pool or did you
Yeah,
just
the pool. You'd guess all the games.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I
you get
never
it
won
right-
anything. No.
Or if you're you're at the top or something, you split the money. I think is how
Yeah.
that went. Or
But you have
something.
to you had to get them all right.
Was it all of them?
I think so. Yeah.
But then you could box some of them. You could take 2 teams, but you had to pay extra.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then you could do upwards of like 4 games or something, where you could take both
yeah, and it
teams.
was extra it was like
Yeah.
$20 normally, but it was an extra like $5 or something. Or
I remember the first time I played Sports Select, I won $88 or something like that, and I thought, well, this is easy. I'm going to do this all the time, and then I didn't win for like the next 2 months, and that's it. That's my gambling history.
Always use your game sense.
there you go.
The-
That was your game. You had your
Yes.
game sense there. Yeah.
Generally I just throw like $1 or $2 on a game.
Okay.
I don't go big or anything. It's just a little bit small, something small. I will actually during soccer, like the Premier League season, I like to do like a 4 or 5 match parlay.
Right.
That like
Really?
$1 could win you like $12 or something.
Draw all of them.
It's hard to bet a draw. No, just because I don't know which ones end up will be draws,
Yeah.
and like that one that has that 89th minute goal that just ruins it. And you're like, oh, there we go. Plus, who really wants to bet on a
Cheer
draw?
for a tie. Yeah.
Yeah. Although we would have loved that in Canada yesterday. We've got about a minute left here quickly.
was
Guy, I'll throw this your way.
Okay.
What's better, a mat with 2 T's or 1 T?
Cool. Wow. Wow. What a heater to
That's
finish.
funny. I do get confused with the 1T, Matt. Is it like on your birth certificate? Is it Matthew or
Yep.
and is it only 1T?
Yep.
I get the 1T in Matthew, but then when it's shortened to Matt and it's only 1T, it looks funny to me. But I have my nephew's name is Matthew with 1T, but when he goes by Matt, suddenly
2T.
there's a 2T, and
Oh,
that
what?
confuses me too. It's like
I don't think you
yes,
can do-
you
I don't
can't have the best of both worlds.
When I was working with the Swift Current Broncos my first year in the WHL, we had 4 Matts at one point.
Wow.
We had myself, Matt with 1 T. We had another Matt with 1 T, and then we had 2 Matts with 2 Ts.
Did you guys get into fights?
Yeah.
Like
We
factions?
always joked we were gonna do like the Spider-Man meme where we were gonna like, yeah. One of them was like our athletic therapist Matt Zoltek, who was like my roommate on the road. So it was like Matt squared on the road.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
Wow. Do you have a preference?
Well, I like 2 T's,
Yeah.
but that's because I'm 2 T's.
But are you're a Matthew as well, right? Yeah.
Yeah, full Matthew.
Yeah.
With the 2 T's in the full name, and so the Matt with 2 T's and stuff.
Yeah. 1 T Matt. When it's shortened like that, I'm like, what's his first full name? Matilda?
I will say I'm more with the Matt with 1 T than Will with 1 L.
Fair.
Yeah, that's crazy. Will
Phrase is
Fraser.
weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Doesn't make sense.
I was named after my uncle Matthias, which is why it's 1 T.
Okay.
Casino Dealer Jay says great show, gents. I know.
Oh, thanks.
Right before that, he also had the laughing emoji, I think, to the question and all that. Guy Flaming Pipeline show coming up this weekend. What do we've got coming up on?
I got one more scout, and that actually I could send it to you earlier because the draft starts on Friday, so it's going to come out before Friday. Just the one scout this week, though, so a pretty short show.
I mean, that's season 21 coming close to a close.
21 ends at the end of July, and 2 weeks off, and season 22 starts mid-August.
You've got some time off coming up after everything that's happening.
Yeah, this next week or so, the next 7 days, pretty busy. Just with the NHL draft, the CHL import draft schedules coming soon, and so all that stuff's a little busy for a little while, and then I'll take some time to just kind of chill, going on some vacation here eventually, and just kind of enjoy the golf as much as I can.
Beauty. Well, gents, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
this. Thank you to everyone for tuning into the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada's storage expert. We've got Lock Shop. We've got 2 guys. We've got EST Afternoons Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Mill until 5:30, and the Green and Gold kickoff and post-game shows presented by Commonwealth Stadium today, as well as Elks Bombers coming up out in Winnipeg. On behalf of Matt Gee, I'm Matt. Thanks for tuning in to the Hangout right here in Edmonton Sports Talk. Clear choice for Edmonton Sports presented by Play Alberta. Lock Shop with myself and us in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.